happiest of Tuesdays, everybody. If you are looking at me, your councilman, then you already Tuesday night Pharaoh time. Let's get it in, shall we?
Howdy, folks. This is Willow Nightingale, and you are watching Women's Wrestling Talk.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Night Pharaoh. You know, this is the NXT watch along, and we have a packed show tonight on NXT. We have so much stuff going on. It just keeps getting better. Shout out to Cindy that's in the chat. We know we're going to have so many of our other favorites joining us in the comments today. Hopefully you have CW already revved up, about to start in 4 minutes, but I wanted to make sure we got on a little bit earlier just so we could get prepared and before the show just automatically starts. So we have a lot to look forward to. We're changing a couple of things, so we just, beefing it up a little bit. So today we will have the new NXT North American champion, Tony D'Angelo, who will be celebrating his victory. Will be celebrating his new North American championship as well. Let me see if we can make this a little bit better. Well, for some reason they won't let me be medium to medium. But also we have Stephanie Vacour coming in tonight for her debut match against Ren Sinclair. We will also have Ridge Holland taking on his former Chase U buddy, Riley Osborne. Once again, Riley Osborne is going to be looking to get some payback against Ridge Holland as well. We are going to have a gentleman's duel between Ora Mensah and Lexis King. I believe there's, if I were to say what a gentleman's match is, I guess no cheating, no, roll-ups, a flat-out determined winner, no cheating, no bad stuff. Let's see who's the better wrestler. And then, of course, we have the returning Nikita Lyons taking on Vice City's very own Lola Vice. Let's see if Lola Vice spinning back fist will be able to be enough to counter the returning Nikita Lyons. And, of course, the main event will be to determine the #1 contender for the NXT championship against Trick Williams at Halloween Havoc. And that is going to be between Wes Lee, Javon Evans, and All Ego Ethan Page. Like I said, we got a lot of packed matches tonight. So hopefully we're going to get some fire coming out of here. What's going on, Sandil? Jeffrey Bowles, hello. Considering last week Milton made landfall, some part of Florida's are recovering, surprise in a good way. NXT is still going this week. Very much so, because I do know that, the hurricane did go right over Orlando, but shout out to them. A lot of people, did suffer some damages, but it was not as bad as it was predicted to come, as it was a category 5 in the Gulf, but then dropped down to a 3 when it did touch landfall around the Tampa area and continued to decrease a little bit. So it is, though, good to see that they are still up and running. And if they are in Orlando, we're going to find out in just a minute as they're getting ready to start. Sandil, Julia looked really sad touching down in Florida. The damage must be horrific. It is in certain parts, yes. It is. Like I said, it is a lot of damage that happened. A lot of people are still without power. But like I said, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Like I said, the hurricane did drop down. I believe in Orlando, it touched down to like a level 2 or a 1. I believe like the surge is what did a lot of people in. But it isn't as horrific as it could have been. So, but still, prayers to everybody that is in the Florida area during this hurricane, during Hurricane Milton. I really do hope that everyone's family is safe and that they will be able to bounce back very quickly. So, and with Sindel, Lola losing them cheeks, man. I guess the cheeks are on the line tonight. The cheeks are on the line tonight, and I'm not mad at it, man. Shout out to Tribal Polo jumping in too. Will win easily or Jada comes out. I believe shenanigans will be involved. I do believe shenanigans are going to be involved. I think we will see Jada Parker get in some interference with tonight's match, just leading up to beefing up this rivalry. And Tribal Polo is also saying I'm going with Wesley or all ego. I am very split on this. I'm very split on how this could go, but we are going to find out tonight. But I'm going to go for Javon Evans just because of the hot streak that he's been on. Also, we found out matches will get that spin the wheel deal treatment. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. And we are starting NXT. I just want to turn the volume up a little bit for myself so I can hear. We are starting into the intro of NXT. Let's see. Councilman, I have a question. Do you feel that the Jay and Jimmy beef is pointless because everyone and their mama know they will reunite? The beef isn't pointless just because of what happened with them. It isn't a pointless beef, and the fact that we didn't get the match that we really wanted between the two of them. We got it, I believe, at WrestleMania, and it was very so-so. I don't think it was enough for what we wanted to see. And I think that was the biggest point when it came to that. I want to see them have a real blood feud match. I want to see these two box it out and really like get into it. So NXT does seem like we're in Orlando. It didn't say it was a different city. So yeah, again, to Bosa's point, shout out to them being able to continue to have this show. And I think it really helps too for the folks in Orlando, like give them something to be distracted from for just, if not for 2 hours, watching some of their favorite stuff. Yeah, it's mostly a rain event by the time it made landfall. Yeah, it did. It was just a lot of the surge and stuff and the property damage. But once again, we are praying for those that are out there in Florida. Shout out to my homies overseas that are also coming in for the watch along as well. Sendil, Jada in that parking lot with that bad kid. She's probably in the hallway this time. She's probably in the hallway waiting this time. I still want to super kick both of them for that waste of a match that made in between them. Exactly. So that's why I say the beef isn't pointless, Tribal Polo, because we didn't get the match that we needed to get. So I would like to see one of those like, hey, if you want me to join, you even want me to consider even talking to you, step in this ring and let's box it out real quick. Let's step in the ring and box it out. Can't tell what changes they are to the set. Not really, just mostly LEDs, like the silver and black now. I don't think there was a lot of set changes, which it didn't really need anyway. So intro got Booker looking like a damn game show host. He too, though. He did kind of look like a game show host, but I ain't mad at it, man. So maybe we do get to see something like that. Welcome to Tuesday Night Lola. No such thing, sir. No such thing, sir. It's Tuesday Night Pharaoh, and it's Tuesday Night Rocks, okay? And by the way, shout out to our mayor, though. I don't appreciate this year's PWI at all. My client being number 11 on here is bullshit. And Jordan Grace, number 2. Remind me, who beat Jordan Grace this year? And she gets number 11? Bullshit. But we're probably going to talk about that on Wednesday, so I don't want to spoil too much of it. Shout out to Dylan, our producer here. The Lord is my shepherd. He knows what I want. Councilman Pharaoh got an upgrade intro. Yes! I cannot wait to see it. Said, do her cheeks have insurance? Starting off, yes, we're starting off with the celebration for Tony D'Angelo and his celebrating his NXT North American Championship victory. Now you see this one thing where we messing up already with this guy. Where's the family? Where's the family? Why are they not out here? If you're the Don, why are they not out here? Let's see. Tuesday night, Julia, when her segment always have the highest ratings and views week after week. Hey. Okay, it'll get there. It'll get there, Sindil. It's still Tuesday Night Rocks, but it's a possibility it can start becoming Tuesday Night Julia and Tuesday Night Lola. I'm not even gonna lie about that. The sky is the limit for all of the women in the NXT division. Wish they had saved this for Philly, but I wanted to give St. Louis a special moment. He's going down. So I gotta ask y'all, how y'all feeling about this victory? How you feeling about Tony D'Angelo as the NXT North American champion? Tuesday Night Miss Parker, if you're nasty. Okay, there go the rest of the family. Okay, they were just blended in the back. Okay, I see them now. This Tony D champion is in Roman voice. I'm not feeling it. Hey, Dion at All Star Fandom, man. I'm not feeling it either. But it looks like we may get a rematch between these two at Halloween Havoc, especially with the way that they got Obafemi shot right now and the wheel spinning. By the way, I love every shirt Obafemi comes out in. I don't know where he's buying these shirts from, but I need to know. I need to know where's your big back Taylor and where are you getting these from? Tony should have done it the first time. Felt like this. They just wanted Oba to break Wesley's record because the first North American title to be a champion. Yeah, but I don't even know. I don't think Wesley was the longest. I think Carmelo Hayes was, right? I thought Carmelo Hayes was the longest reigning. Who do I send the intro to see if we can all together? You'd have to send it to TK, but I think TK might be getting ready for to go to the Caribbean, but you can send it to her so she can upload it. And if she can upload it, she'll let me know on WhatsApp that it's done, and we can try to play it tonight or on the post show as well. But I would say you have to get it to TK. Okay, that was quick. Oba should have never lost. But so here's the thing. Okay, so we are getting a spin from Oba. So we are getting a rematch at Halloween Havoc. Let's see where it lands. Tables, ladders, and scares. Oh my. What's the scares part? I don't know what's the scares part. Well, hold on, Boza. It say table, ladders, and scares, not chairs. Okay, so we're getting the rules for the gentleman match with for Lexis King and Ora Mensa. Can't strike an opponent when they have 4 points. When they have 4 points of contact on the ground. I've never seen this with a gentleman's match, so this is very interesting. It's kind of you switching it up, kind of like the Heritage Cup. Okay, now this kind of got me a little excited about the gentleman's match a little bit. Sin deal. I miss the days when a feud would have one pay-per-view match and be over. Now every single story on all three brands has to have 4 pay-per-view matches or more to end. That is kind of true. I will say that's a deal. But for some, I know like some of these, like because of how they've been shaping it up, I see why that we're like doing the whole like rematch thing. So I get it. But right now, hey, it is about that time. We are getting the debut of Stephanie Vacour, and she will be taking on Ren Sinclair. Now, look, Ren Sinclair ain't nothing to play with in that ring. So I think this is going to be a phenomenal match between these two. I think this is going to be a dope opener, kind of just like how Julia and Chelsea Green went. I'm looking forward to seeing this. Let's see. Zombies as lumberjacks. Wow. Ooh, I can see that. Zombies as lumberjacks. Ooh, that would be fire. Moses says Halloween themed table, ladders, and chairs. Okay. I wish there would be something more emphasis on the scares part since you calling it that. Kind of like how Dion just said with the zombies and stuff as lumberjacks. We need a segment of the show judged by of this show. I like that. Tribal Polo, should we be nervous about scares? That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't just call it that and it just be decorations or something like that. Like, I need to see something. I'll send it to Cedric to see if he jumps on. Okay. This is so special. I'm getting goosebumps. Stephanie McCoy is in WWE. Yeah. It's reminding me of the stuff with Julia, man. Like, it's giving them same goosebumps, and I think we're finna get something really dope. Look, y'all, it's the best beard in the game of all time. Let's see. So the question is, who attacks Vakur and does Julia save her? So the fact that let's take it back just to answer what Cindil is saying. Stephanie McCoy fought Roxy when they encountered in the ring, all four of them with Julia and Cora Jade. So I don't know if my client will run out to attack her or if they'll come out and say something, but I don't know. I feel like I'm with you, Cindy. I feel like we may get an attack so we can set up for some kind of tag match for Halloween Havoc. But I'm gonna go with Roxy then. I'll go with Roxy. No, I feel like Roxy might come out during her match. I don't know if she'll attack her, but I feel like she's gonna do that thing where she'll walk out, come around the ring, sit down by the announcement table, and kind of be a distraction to Stephanie Vakur during her match. But I think we have all of them come out so we can set up for this. Let me see. No, zombies, did y'all forget they did that already and it was horrible? Did you? I definitely forgot. Boza, if you can, let me know. Like, when did that happen when they had zombies out? I do not remember that. What's going on, Zach Minger? Dylan says Councilman's client doesn't do anything without consulting her wise man. You are right, sir. You are right. That's why I was like, I had to think about it first. I had to think about it because we don't want to look weak. We don't want to look weak. I think one bit me. Shout out to D. One bit miss. I do not remember that happening, yo. Oh, WWE NXT one zombie just emailed Rampage audience. I'm sure there will be more. Whoo, this AEW shade, bro. Cindil, because not for nothing, Ren Sinclair has been a bit of a hit woman for Rox sometimes across her reign, so she might be helping the champion in Cora Jade. I could see that. Cindil, and especially with the way Ren Sinclair moves in this ring, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see her being in No Quarter Catch Crew too long either. I don't know if they want to keep her in that group or not, but she has really shown herself to be something. Like what Jillian just said. Ren Sinclair is fantastic. Push her. Like, I would love to see her go up against Kalani again because she put Kalani to work. WrestleMania Backlash 21, Miz and Priest fought zombie lumberjack match. Oh, okay. I did not know that. All right, we got Ren Sinclair up out here representing Texas. Ren Sinclair with Golden next year. I could definitely see her being like the next NXT Women's North American Champion. Maybe not next. Let me not say like next, like she's the next one in line, but I definitely see her being in that title picture. All right, we starting off with the first match of Stephanie Vakur in NXT. Wow, yo. Oh, come on. Don't hit me with the spinning wheel. You know what, though? You might be right, Tribal Polo. I think that's you who said that. It do seem like something different about the arena. Something does look different about the everything. Okay. Ooh. All right, Stephanie McCool, boy, hey, she's showing it. Ooh. Dang. All right, there you go. Hey, look, listen. Ren ain't nothing to play with, though. Ren will match you. Ren coming right back with another submission, yo. Oh, let's go, Ren. Yo, hey, Dylan, you might be right. Hey, you might be right, Dylan. She might be that next one. Ren could be a fantastic heel, too, yeah. Ren might be that next one. If you search tables, ladders, and scares in NXT, it will take you back to past matches. It's a staple of Halloween Havoc. It's basically TLC, but Halloween theme. Okay. I mean, it's still gonna be good. I just want to see somebody get thrown through a table. Main event. Hey man, opinion hated. Okay, nice to have you here with us during the watch along. Boza, Ren is a good first opponent for Stephanie to get used to wrestling with the WWE style TV. Yeah, you can tell she's still figuring it out as well. All right, so we got Roxanne and Cora Jade being shown in the back. Looks like they're leaving. Might be coming down to the ring. Oh, is this the PC? Yeah, that's what I don't know if this is PC, Dylan, because they didn't say they were in Orlando. It just said this one was presented by Progressive. But it looked bigger than the PC. Am I wrong? It looks a lot bigger than the PC. Oh, wow. I ain't gonna lie, Stephanie McCool can do that to me any day. Let me stop. This is WWT. Let me stop. Woo! Do you see Roxanne going up first, or do they send up a challenger one by one first? Do you see Roxanne going up first, or do they send up her challengers one by one first? I think the challengers one by one first. Interesting how they got the city under the CW logo. Oh, they do. Oh, that's the first time they've done it. Yeah, okay. I didn't even see that, so appreciate that. Yeah. So we are in Orlando, but it looks bigger. Studio setup. Yeah, this don't look like the PC. It has like a game show wrestling energy in there. Maybe it's the lighting and sign positioning. Like something. It seems so like bigger. It seems bigger. Nah, I don't know what it is. It does seem bigger than the PC. The lighting is different. Yes, the lighting, it is way brighter in there. I will say that. And that yellow is gone. So you know what it is too? I think that yellow lighting that they used to use may have made it look smaller. It's more of a studio setting. Yeah. Ooh, that dragon screw to Ren. Ooh, she got my knee hurt. Nice Meteora. Yeah, Ren Sinclair is no joke. She really not. The only thing I would even say about Ren, maybe just change her wardrobe attire. And that's it. Stephanie McCool gets her first victory in NXT. Ren got the baby because they'll be doing a lot more shows on the road the way the CW wants it. Yeah. Ren can sell too. Yes, she can. That's why I said, like, she just need like a wardrobe upgrade and like really being able to like be in her own character. Do we think Roxy defends it, or is it a women's tag at Halloween Havoc? I think it's gonna be a women's tag match. I think that's what everybody wants to see. Up and there we go. Roxanne and Cora Jade jumping Stephanie McCool. Where is she? What's going on, Dejon Kajon? All right, here comes Julia. Up. Julia knocking out Cora Jade. Up, headbutting. Yeah, my client, though, knocking her down. Yeah, we definitely getting us a tag match at Halloween Havoc. We are. We getting one. I wanted Jay Uso to help Jimmy. It'll get there. It'll get there, Jason. We just got to you got to let it cook. They still a lot of bad blood between them. Ren, Roxanne, and Cora on my screen. It's my birthday month already. You damn right, Dylan. You're dang right, bro. NXT is on fire right now. All right, and there we go. We got an official tag team match. Julia and Stephanie McCool taking on Cora Jade and my client, Roxanne Perez. Uh-oh, we got Trick Williams and Kalani in the back. That extended that curfew. Courtney gonna be watching it with us instead of watching AEW. I'm not mad at it, Boza. I think it's good. It gives her a breakaway. Who's that back there? Who is that back there? Oh, that's Fatal Influence. Oh, word. Okay, so there we go. Fatal Attraction. Fatal Influence. Sorry. Fatal Influence. We have Fatal Influence. Let's see. We're going to see who's going to challenge Kalani Jordan at Halloween Havoc. So it looks like we may get all the titles on the line at Halloween Havoc, which is good. So next up, we got Aura Mensa taking on Lexis King in a gentleman's duel. Now, hopefully they'll show the rules again. You're not allowed to attack your opponent if all 4 points of them are on the ground. That was the only part I read. So we're going to see if they're going to pull this back up. Not y'all with the best beard in the game, man. So let me ask y'all, though, who do you think Kalani Jordan should face at Halloween Havoc? Boza says could be a setting for Kalani and JC at Halloween Havoc. Wonder if they get the wheel. I believe so. I think every championship should have the wheel spin, even the tag team champ, the titles, and the Heritage Cup. I would love to see the Heritage Cup defended at Halloween Havoc, but I think all of them should spin and have that because and then Lola and Jada. I think all of them should have their own stipulation. Y'all with this best beard in the game, though. I feel like HBK cares more about us melanated talents more than Hunter does. I'm just saying. I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Tribal Polo. I think Lexis King he grounded Aura Mensa. He knows he can win with these rules. But those things can go against him, Boza. I'm not going to lie. It can go against him. Lexis King has the best. Aura Mensa, Miss Jackson better come out. Hey, Bose, I would love the whole card to get the wheel. First time Halloween Havoc is a pay-per-view. So they might, though. I feel like they might because that's what you got. North American, Women's North American, tag team, and then the NXT title. That's already 4 with the wheel. I believe you'll have Jada Parker versus Lola, which will also be the wheel. The tag team match, you don't necessarily need to have the wheel. I think it stands alone on its own. Getting rid of the NXT women's tag team titles really hurt the division, not gonna lie. Yes and no. Yes and no. I agree with you, but to a certain point. Kalani Jordan should be a babyface in the spirit of competition, get pushed to the max, and use dirty tactics to win the turn starts. Kind of like how they're doing with Xavier Woods. I could see that. I could see that. But Tribal Polo, something you said about, I don't think it's just him that cares. If you really think about it, I know there's been a lot of stuff that has been said about that, but for me, I feel like we're 8 years past due for that. If you get my drift, like you just said, look at how NXT looks, but then also too, look how WWE looks. Before we had the current roster that we had, it didn't. I mean, as far as champions go, it did not look like that. You had a Samoan as a WWE champion. You had what? You had Ray as the US champion before Logan got it. You have 2 Samoans as the WWE tag team champions. And yeah, then you had what? You had a Puerto Rican that was the world heavyweight champion, intercontinental Gunther, of course. But I don't think we're at that point where it feels like that anymore. And I think we're having, and then too, I think you're seeing it more at WWE's NXT or at NXT because of the fact that, yes, you're starting to see a lot of people. How's the best way to say this? I'm gonna try to say this in the best way so I don't get myself in trouble. I know just how to say this. So I'll put to you like this. I used to wrestle. I used to wrestle when I was 18 years old. Back home in Port Arthur. There was a small faction called South Texas Wrestling, STW. So I'll say it to you like this, and I can only speak for people in my type of situation. Normally, when you want to get out and move into like your career and anything, most of them will either tell you trade job, sports like football, basketball, or music. We can't deny that that's not a true thing. Wrestling was never one of those things that was pushed on someone like myself. Like I sought out to go be a wrestler. Like I had to go find it. I had to go look. There wasn't a lot of access for me to find this out as easy as it was to go look for football or to look for basketball. So that wasn't really something that was presented like that, nor was it somewhat even acceptable, kind of like being a nerd. Like there was at a point in time where like you couldn't proudly be a nerd. You couldn't proudly be a fan of wrestling. You kind of had to defend that with people. Now we live in a world today where you get to be whatever you want. You get to be whatever it is. You could be loud and proud about it. You could be loud and proud about being a nerd. You could be loud and proud about being a wrestling fan. Some people are going to still, tell you that it's fake, but you're now more in the majority of people that love to do that. So now you're getting to see more of an opportunity as how a career for wrestling can make sense for you, especially if sports like trying to get into football and you don't make the professional league. It's like, okay, I'm still an athlete. Let me try wrestling. And we see what that does with a lot of people, like, for instance, Braun Breaker. So I just think that the question that they asked about that, I think it's just a little outdated now. And I think just give it even like a few more years, like the future just looks bright for everybody. But we got Pepe Le Pew of NXT. Still out here presenting roses. Sean Spears is out here, but now we get back into our gentleman's duel. Okay, you can't throw your opponent over the top rope and to the floor. Competitors have until the referee's count of 3, not 5, to break when it's on the ropes. There's absolutely no fighting on the floor. So it's kind of like British rules almost. It's almost British strong style rules, like where you couldn't get on the top rope and you can't throw people over. Like you kind of just got to be in the match. So that's going to get real interesting between these. Shows Blacktown no more / better in AEW WWE. Ren and Ron is really the promotion for us. Hashtag love for Booker T. Hey, man. Gentlemen's duel on WWT. Gentlemen versus. Hey, man. That's on y'all. Pepe Le Pew almost got into it with Brooks, but the kiss ass Robert Stone stopped it. Yeah. I just want to see what that's going to build to. I'm going to see what that's going to build to with Brooks Jensen and Pepe Le Pew. I know his name is Ashante Adonis, but that's all he reminds me of. And like you said, to your point, Dylan, definitely not AEW. No. But that's just in general. That's why I say I just think AEW don't have priority at all. All right, so we got gentleman rules. You cannot attack when all 4 points of the body are on the ground. So when they're laid out flat, you can't attack, cannot throw them over the ropes. You have to the count of 3. So if they have them in the corner and they're punching them and stuff like that, you have to a 3 count to break it up and not 5. LOL, Vic threw some shade at Booker bringing up the San Francisco 49ers match, and I thought Booker was going to walk off. Hey, sometimes he do be looking like Booker be looking like, man, F this, I'm out. LOL, is it me or do we just subconsciously raise our pinkies when we drink? Was I doing it? What? Yo, somebody else called me out on that drink wise. Is that, did I do it? And see, now I can't even pay attention if I do it or not. I'm paying too much attention. I'm trying to put my pinky down. Okay, so we got Tavion Heights. Guess we'll see if Lexis King was paying enough attention as we're going over the new rule set. Okay, so it seems like gentleman rules may be something new that's going to be introduced to NXT. What might become a staple at NXT. Okay, so now that's the 4. Okay, so that's the 4 points on the ground we're talking about. So to y'all point, it does look like Lexis King is knowing how to take advantage of these. Okay. Have we had, Bose, if you can let me know, have we had a gentleman's match before? Like just in WWE in general? Okay, we got a little bit of a slip up between Lexis King, but I'm sure they'll make it back. Okay, Tribal Polos, let me know. No, we have not. So this is the first of its kind. What's going on, Lewis Johnson? Glad to have you here during the watch along. Hope you're watching NXT with us. And as they're popping up, Saturday night's main event will be going on December 14th. Tickets are on sale right now. Ooh. So I'm looking forward to Team 2001 Roxanne and Cora Jade versus Julia and Stephanie McCourt at Halloween Havoc on October 26th. Saying, Christopher, we are ready. I think it's going to be a phenomenal match. I'm doing good, Lewis Johnson, man. I'm glad to just be here with y'all during this watch along, checking everything out. We've already had the match between Stephanie McCourt and Ren Sinclair. Stephanie McCourt picked up the victory against Ren Sinclair. Right now, we are in the match between Ora Mensah and Lexis King in a gentleman's duel. So a gentleman's duel consists of you cannot throw them over the top rope or result in a disqualification. You cannot attack a person while all 4 points, that's the hands and the feet, are on the mat. And you have instead of a 5 count, you now have a 3 count. When it comes to like having them in the corner or having them against the rope and beating them up, you have a 3 count instead of a 5 count. And we're in the middle of that match. We also saw Tony D'Angelo celebrating as a new NXT North American champion. Obafemi came out to challenge for a rematch, spun the wheel at Halloween Havoc, and we were going to get a tables, ladders, and scares match at Halloween Havoc, which is now a pay-per-view, or excuse me, a premium live event. So I'm excited to see that. So let's see. The rumor for the Saturday night main event is Randy versus Owens. That's December. I feel like will we get that already? Oh, I call Roxanne and Cora Jade Team 2001 because they both with more than 2001. Wow, I'm old. I'm old. I'm so old. Thank you for just reminding me how old I really am. Wow. Whew. Whew. Man. Okay. I'm not gonna call them Team 2001. I was about to start calling them that. Till you told me, I'm like, wow, they were born in 2000. Jeez. So who do y'all think is gonna take the gentleman's match? Is it going to be Lexis King or is it gonna be Ora Mensa? Okay. I do agree with the mayor though. I believe commercial wise, you should still have the match playing. Because I feel like we may be missing some dope spots going on right now. So we'll see. But I do think that they should have it like side by side while they do commercials. 1 second. Apologies. Had to blow my nose. Y'all need to hear that. So we are back with Ora Mensa versus Lexis King in the gentleman's duel. I do like that they, unlike the British strong style matches, they let them get on the top rope. I do like that. Tribal Polo, you did call this about Kevin Owens with the Bloodline and Cody Rhodes. You did call that. So shout out to you. You did call that was going to happen. Okay. Ooh. All right, kick out from Lexis King or Mensa. This match ain't bad. I like the stipulations that they have to like really display their wrestling. I think one thing I'd like to see, but this also does have to do with chemistry. So it's not a knock to them, but I would definitely love to see them be able to gain that chemistry a little bit better, like we see with the Ospreay or Ricochet. Well, Ospreay and Ricochet. All right, so we got Lola Vice on the screen getting ready for a hub match against Nikita Lyons. The Nikita Lyons. Every time I say it, I feel like it's a show that's supposed to be out. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Tell us a story. Tell us a story. Ooh. Ooh. Man, that was a tough spinning heel kick. Okay. And you can't fight on the floor. That was the other stipulation. Had I not pulled that not said that. Oh, 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 Origin. Oh, boy, that was a movie. That was a movie move he just did. All right, Oregon set up. Nope, Lexis King kicking out. Man. Yeah, y'all gotta show that again. My man's ran up and backflip kicked this dude. All right, Lexis King with a super kick. Woo! Ooh, that was a clothesline. Come on, Aura. Come on now, Aura. Don't let him sleep. Don't let him catch his breath. Oh man. Ooh. Lexus King dodging out the way because that might have been it. Yeah, Tribal Polo, that was a move I ain't never seen. I haven't seen it executed that well. Oh, got him in a schoolboy roll up. Nope, Lexus King kicking out. Oh. All right. Man, got him. Lexus King got him. Lexus King picking up the victory with an innovative pin. So now what happens? Do we get the handshake, or does Ora meant to be disrespectful? Or does Lexus King get disrespectful? All right. Showing respect. Lexus King showing respect to Ora Mensa. Ora looking confused. Hey, man, maybe Lexus King is trying to take over a new leaf. Turn over a new leaf. All right, we got Javon Evans and Cedric Alexander talking. We got Fraxium also joining backstage with him. Congratulating him on this match between Randy Orton. All right, Wesley. Why Wesley got this bowling shirt on? Ah! I like that, Javon. I can't take a man seriously that got on a bowling shirt. Man. All right, we got Lola Vice and Nikita Lyons up next, but yo, I can't, bro. I do not buy Wesley. Like, yo, I do not buy Wesley and this attitude he got. Is West that short or Javon that tall? I think Javon is that tall. No, yeah, because Randy's 6'5", and Javon was dang near face him. So I want to say Javon probably sitting at 6'3". Probably my height. It's 6'3". Because I know Randy up there. Let me see. Let's just find out. Oh, he's 6'2". Javon Evans is 6'2". So he's 6'2" and I'm 6'3". So yeah, there you go. And Wesley is 5'9". Okay, Wesley is 5'9". So he got the little man complex. Okay. So he got the little man complex. Let's see. Wesley being a heel is like him being the tough black guy at a Disney show. Baby Pool, you heard what he said? You heard what he said? You heard him, right? You heard, yo, that says it all. This comment describes Wesley to a T right now as a heel. If you needed the perfect description of how to feel about Wesley, it is that right there. Thank you so much, Tribal Polo. That is the perfect perfect description of him being a heel. And I just don't buy it. I don't like it. I don't think it's a great turn. Like, we've seen it happen with like Mello. Mello's was okay. But Mello like got into it. So I'm like, okay, because at first I wasn't feeling Mello change, but then Mello switched his stuff up, and Mello showed me why he's a dope heel. Braun Breaker, same thing. Was not expecting him to hit heel status, and when he did, he took off. I'm not getting that same vibe from Wesley, man. It's not connecting with me. It's not connecting to me. Oh, excuse me. There we go. I have some technical difficulties with the CW. But I'm asking y'all too, like, are you riding with Wesley as a heel? Are y'all feeling this? Cora Jade is 5'7", and Roxanne Perez is 5'7". Is she? Because Roxanne looks shorter than that. Roxanne looks shorter than Cora. No, Roxanne is 5'1". Roxanne is 5'1". I was about to say, I was like, there's no way they're the same height. And Cora Jade is 5'6". Let's see. I can see Javon Evans winning because he looked great last week. I say the same thing. I say the same exact thing. No, and this is no disrespect to Ethan Page. I don't need to see a part 3 of Ethan Page. To Cindy's point, like, I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. Let's just have Ethan Page either move on or go up, but I don't need to see a part 3 in this. So I can see Javon Evans finally getting his one-on-one NXT shot, but I still smell some shenanigans and someone taking advantage in this match to pick up a victory. All right, and we're going back to Monday where Miss Jackson and Lash Legend costing Damage Control the WWE Tag Team titles against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Oh, we could possibly see Damage Control. Let's see. The championship match was not fair. I could just eat a punch and be done with it. We'll pay you back double. That is coming from Io Sky and Kairi Sane, excuse me, talking to Dakara Jackson and Lash Legend. All right, we got us a vignette. So it looks like we're going to get Damage Control versus Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. I'm going to be honest with you. I like that they're calling their shots like they're doing. I like them calling their shots like this because I was wondering what they were going to do with Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson as a tag team. And I like how they're handling them. They was like, yo, we not waiting for you to come down to NXT. We going to come to y'all. We coming up to fight you up there. I like this style. I am liking this between the two of them. Man, that belt don't even look right on Tony D'Angelo. I'm going to stop hating, though. I'm going to stop hating. He's the champ now. They're definitely setting up a fatal 4-way for Crown Jewel, Big 3, Damage Control, Metaphor, Chelsea, and Piper. Yo, Boza. That's big work. That's big work right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's big work. That's some big work. Whoo, bro. Fatal 4-way tag. That's some crazy work. Oh,
oh my God.
I can't even give you your intro. Wow.
Oh no, I'm just gonna hop in. We're gonna rip the band-aid off. Y'all know what time it is. It'll like I'm just in time for the magic.
He didn't even let me introduce him. He said, I'm here. Mayor, man, your client is coming up.
Yeah, man.
Give me the breakdown, man.
It's,
What's going on with this match? Is Lola taking the victory? Are we getting some shenanigans?
we got your classic battle of milk versus horchata, and I'm just here to support the horchata. You know, I stopped drinking whole milk years ago. Only almond milk now.
Old milk.
Whole.
Oh, whole milk. I was like, did you just call
drinking
it
whole
old
milk.
milk?
Stopped drinking whole milk years ago. But I know what I hope my client does. I hope we test those knees. You know, I hope we see some leg kicks, some traditional check kicks and things like that. See where her health is. You know,
Okay.
see that this little split little leg drop she's not getting it off today. You know, but I will predict a strong backhand fist. Now, as far as shenanigans, okay, hold on, time out. Let me tell her what my plan.
Go ahead. Yeah. His client is out. She's making her way through. Sindil is saying she might lose these cheeks tonight, man.
It's a little bit of a new gear, little twist in the gear. I like the color
twist on the gear.
a little black. Only shenanigans I can see is if Jada gets involved.
That's what I mean.
We might not get a finish if Jada gets involved and we further that storyline. No, NXT is really good at pushing storylines forward. So if from that standpoint, let me ask you: is Nikita Lyons a character that you want to keep strong now? Because I feel like she's in the same position as Cora Jade, where it's like things have kind of just passed you by. It's like we tried to push you to the moon a few times, but you got hurt both times. So it's like I don't even know where she fits in this landscape.
No, it's the same thing. I don't know. I don't know because she didn't get enough of a start when she got here and she got hurt. And like you said, like you missed out on NXT 2.0 and you pretty much missed out on the black and gold era too. Mm-hmm. Now we're in the black and platinum era. So it's like Cora got it just because she's with Roxanne. Like if it was by herself, I don't know if it would hit as hard. So I don't know, but like I'm kind of just like Dylan, sort of. I'm not gonna say I don't think that she's all that. I just never got a chance to jump on the Nikita Lyons train.
Yeah. I remember I met Nikita at what was it? It was at Wale Mania or WrestleMania was out here. And she was really cool. Told me how her recovery is going during the first ACL tear. She was very optimistic about how soon she would come back and get clear. So you can tell she was putting in the work. So I know it had to be like just a huge gut punch just to tear the other knee. So I'm just wondering, like, where does your focus go? Where does your mind go when you're in the ring? Of course, you have the PC that trains you for those moments, but when you're in front of a live audience, there has to be some type of like mental trepidation with doing things that you do all the time.
Yeah. I just don't want her to end up like AJ Styles because that's wild, bro. That's
I haven't even seen the details on that, but I saw his tweet saying that he was cooked.
Yeah. And I was just like, I thought it was a work. I thought it was like, oh, okay, this how y'all playing it off. I'm like, oh, he really got hurt. I was like, yo, I just don't want to see the same thing for Nikita Lyons.
Yeah, at least with AJ, I think with AJ we were getting ready to have like a farewell tour for him. Mm-hmm. So it just gets pushed back.
Yeah.
So I mean, only thing that sucks about that is now I don't know how long the injury is going to take, and I'm pretty sure AJ would have been tabbed for a match with Cena next year.
I was just going to say, I think so. I think we still may get it though. I think we still may get it, but I think it just like you say, it gets pushed back to later on in the year.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, that means you get more AJ Styles and probably a proper send off because you don't want to see him get miscast with all the final boss stuff, the Cody stuff, and then the John Cena stuff either. You want him to actually have that runway clear.
Yeah, so I think I hope he gets a speedy recovery, but I feel the same way. I think just right now, let's get all that cleared out so it opens up SmackDown to these other stars. But yeah, I don't know what Nikita. We go see what this match does if it gets people back on the train with Nikita Lyons. But yeah, man, I just never got a chance to jump on this train, so we're gonna see.
Yeah, I feel like if she did more, I just don't know what it is. I feel like she did more of a power style it would give her more longevity. It's just like Trick Williams. It's like you're a bigger performer and you're trying to like force these kicks into your repertoire. We don't need that.
Yeah.
It never
And two,
comes out that thing.
And you could just do knees. Like you could be a knee striker like crazy and still be good.
Right. So I'm interested to see because I know she's probably worked on Level Up. She's been doing a live events down in Florida. So I'm interested to see if she's altered her game at all. Because we know she's doing double knee braces now. So if she's altered her game at all, even if like as simple as like doing ground and pound, adding subs, she'll probably add more longevity to her career because she has to get through this. I mean, I feel like they want to push her, but she has to get through this NXT wave before ever going to the main roster.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be a sacrifice tribal polo. I think he's talking about Lola. I don't think he said, do you sacrifice a Lola run for a Nikita push?
I almost jumped through this damn screen. What?
Well, to calm your blood pressure down, Boza asks, what are your thoughts on the matches that are planned for Halloween Havoc? So we have the North American champion rematch, Oba and Tony in a table, ladders, and scares match. We have a tag team match between Julia Stephanie Bakur versus Roxanne and Cora Jade.
So there is a tag match for sure.
Yes,
that's the right way to go. And I think that's the fastest way we get to another title match with Roxanne, letting her title run extend, because I think there's going to be a bigger program at stake when we get closer to the next record. The Tony D and Oba rematch scares me, literally, just because are we really about to have Tony D'Angelo beat Oba twice?
Right.
That's where I got that's where we got to have a full stop because tables ladders scare. If you'd have told me it was just a tables match, it's a gimmick, I put you in the table and I win, I can buy that. But if he pins Oba in that match again, we are making some dangerous claims about that character.
Yeah. And that's
something he would not be able to live up to.
Tribal Polo would like to apologize.
Okay.
He meant no disrespect.
I also apologize for my outburst, sir. We just had to clarify that.
He just wanted to,
Hold on. Let's see something. Are there knee braces under the spandex? I don't see no knee braces on Nikita.
No, I don't see no knee brace either.
You don't look very bulky around that knee, so or am I tripping?
No, like I say, it looked
Sleeves,
decent.
Maybe? Pads, the sleeves.
I think she may have pads on. I think she may have pads on. I don't see why you'd be raw dogging it on your knees like that.
I know because she that photo went viral when we found out she was first back in action. She had like the Stone Cold Steve Austin's double.
Oh yeah, she was double kneed up. Oh man, come on. What's going on with my stuff?
Okay, we had 2 rump shakes in this match already. I feel like Sexy Red gonna make another appearance.
Oh my goodness, no. We only need to see Sexy Red twice a year. That's it. And we've already seen it. Please don't.
See, I like that. More of that.
Oh no, no. She got the knee braces.
You can see it?
Yeah, I can see them. It is under the clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, she got the Stone Colds on. They just not as bulky.
Got you.
Yeah, they're just not as bulky as they were. Well, there you go, though. Like you said, the power game.
That's what I want to see more of. This makes more sense for that character to flex more of a power game.
Yeah.
Oh, this is where you messed up, though. And I would love to see Lola do more subs.
I ain't gonna lie, I would love to see Nikita and Nia go at it.
That would be fun.
That'd be a fun match. So that's the question.
I gotta make a PSA here. I have never worried about Lola Vaishaw. If she takes the L right here, I'm never worried. She is stamped. She will have her time because on every new black and chrome like graphic, whatever you want, she's on the poster work. She is on all
That's
the
true.
promotional stuff. She is stamped.
Ooh.
That lets me know she's gonna have her moment eventually. See, I like stuff like this because I know that if you watch all the social media stuff, you know, like certain characters are actually very close to one another, almost best friends. I know that Lola, Jakara, and Nikita are all like very close.
Yeah.
So the fact they get to work together is probably really cool for them.
Yeah, you can tell like the chemistry is here too. I think that was one thing I was talking about with like Lexus and Aura Mensa. Like I wanted their chemistry to turn up a little bit, but them Nikita returning to the ring with her, like there's a good set of chemistry going on in here.
Right. Because they probably train together at the PC as well.
All right. Lola using them feet. Nikita don't, hey, yeah, there you go. Hey, let's not work the feet. Let's keep our feet on the ground. Does Lola make her tap out?
That seems too that seems too definitive.
Up and there we go. There we go. Woo. Thank you, cameraman. Thank you, cameraman. I appreciate that, cameraman.
Whew.
Oh, oh. Can we replay all this?
I missed
the
it.
yams, the yams, the mac and cheese, and the biscuits are all out tonight. Oh, wow. Wow, Nikita. Ooh, Nikita Lyons picking up the victory with a Nikita bomb.
They got Nikita Lyons out here doing Vader bombs now. I'm kind of here for that. We need
more bomb.
We need more big women Vader bombs. Like give it to Piper, give it to Nia. More big women Vader bombs.
Yeah. Yo, if the day I see Piper Niven cut a moonsault, give her the belt.
Okay, so my TV glitched on that. I didn't see Jada hit Lola with the hypnotics until now. So Jada cost Lola the match. I can't be mad at that because I'm pretty sure next time Jada's in singles action, Lola will cost Jada a match.
Ooh, Miss Parker. Oh, yeah, Dylan, you said it. The yams.
So, you know what? This is all part of my plan, y'all. So, like, I'm pretty sure Nikita Lyons will take on Jada Parker next week. Lola will cost Jada the match. We get a one-on-one match at Halloween Havoc. They have this fight for everything until we get them to be in a tag team. I'm pretty sure that's what the plan was going to happen.
So you still pushing the tag team?
What's going to happen? It's like one of those storylines where it's like we're going to fight enough until we respect each other. Because I think the end game is still like, hey, we got to get at these girls with fatal influence. That business ain't finished yet.
Yeah. And speaking of them, we do got fatal influence in the office with Ava, Stephanie McCoy, and Julia. Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
I want to know people in the chat's thoughts because we took a complete 180 from NXT 2.0. Do we feel like Ava is still training at the PC? Do we not see her get into the ring again? Is she stuck here in this GM character?
Ooh. Ooh, that's a good. That's a real good question. Well, so here's my question though to that. Does she need to go back in the ring?
She the only one of I don't know what the future holds for the rest of Dwayne's children, but she's the only one right now in the business. So,
and you can still do a lot behind the scenes though of that. And I think too, like, does she want to be a champion? Like, is that really her thing, or does she just wants to be in the business? because I think she could do so much like behind the scenes, GM, everything like that. I think having someone like that, especially a part of the Samoan family, I think works. And I think too, like, I'm not gonna lie, I can see them bumping her up to go to Raw.
Oh, as an on-screen character, I can see that.
Yeah. Boza says, I think she is training. So if we get so somebody did pose a question. Do we get Jada versus Lola at Halloween Havoc, or do we get a triple threat match, Nikita, Lola, and Jada? And then the second to that question is, with the spinning wheel, with your answer, what should the stipulation match be?
I got to see the will. I haven't seen the will yet.
Well, if you just want for your opinion's sake, so we won't even think about what's on the wheel, but something you would want to see them be in if it's a stipulation.
I think where Jada and Lola headed, it's going to be a street fight. So, however they word the street fight on the wheel, I know they got tables, ladders, and scares. What was the match that I can't think of it. I know. You know what? The match that Wendy Chu had a few years ago, or a couple years ago, the Lights Out, I think.
Yeah.
That it can be something like that. I can see something like that.
Okay. Cedric on a pole match.
Don't make me choose. Don't make me choose.
Nah, they're gonna have Cedric in a shark cage. Hanging up and down. Let's see, Boza say falls count anywhere. Boza replace. Yeah, I'll say replacing Adam Pearce. Like, I can see that. Like, no disrespect to Adam Pearce, but I'm like, your character ain't as strong.
No, it's not. How do I did that?
First one to reach said on the streets. Wins the matches after past 9 p.m. I wouldn't mind that match. Tribal Polo, you said she's been training to be like Stephanie type when she is older, I think. Yeah, I can see that too for Ava. Would Ava need the kiss asses to go with her? No.
We gotta get Mr. Stone quiet.
And two, I think they're just doing that for them. I don't think it helps Ava, it helps those two. Like, Ava can stand on her own, and you've seen that with her on Monday nights. You've seen her with Friday when she interacts with Nick Aldis. So she don't need them at all. Did you get a chance to check out the gentleman's match between Ora Mensah and Lexis King?
I did not get a chance to see that. It's something I'll have to look at, but I believe I actually pulled up here right when that match was ending, so I'm guessing Lexis King won.
Yeah, Lexis King did defeat him.
Which is Ora Mensah's in a very strange space now, because we've seen what they're doing with Jakara and Lash. Now they're appearing on all three brands. Noam Dar is not back yet, so he's kind of in no man's land. So I wonder if they're gonna. I mean, they're calling themselves the Meta Girls. Does that mean we're going to actually split Meta 4?
Man, that's a good question. Because they're calling their shot, and I think like I was just saying before you hopped on here, I think they're doing a fantastic job of going like, yo, we're not waiting for y'all to come here. We'll go to y'all. We'll go take on everybody so we can get a chance to get these tag team titles. I'm not seeing the same impact from Aura, and of course Noam, because he's not here.
Very true.
Okay, we got Riley Osborne taking on Ridge Holland. So this is part 2. So how are you feeling? How are you feeling about this? With all the Chase U gone, and we're still having Ridge go up against their remaining Riley Osborne.
They're doing some long-winded stuff here with Chase U. And I'm pretty sure this is going to be Ridge getting the better of Riley right now, just to further storyline, because the end game has to be it just has to be Ridge and Andre Chase.
So do you think we see one of them come out tonight?
No. I don't think you see that big reveal until Halloween Havoc, unfortunately.
Okay. So do you think that Riley picks up the victory tonight and then we get a best of 3 at Halloween Havoc?
No. I think Ridge runs through Chase U. However, we got to get there until we get Andre Chase's return.
Okay.
Let's see something. That's a long one. Okay.
What's going on, Ari? Glad to have you up in here for the first time. Glad to meet you as well. I hope you are checking out NXT on the CW with us on this watch along. And thank you for being here and jumping in the comments. I want to see Thea Hale on her own. She don't need them anymore. There's a lot of them that don't. And I'll even ask you, Cedric, because I said the same thing about Thea Hale. I said the same thing about Ren Sinclair. And now you mentioning Jakara and Lash. Like, do you feel like these women need to remain in these groups or should they break out?
You know what? I disagree on Thea. I think Thea does need this faction. I think you saw her try to break out on her own, do the mean girl thing, and it kind of didn't have legs, but being the scrappy do of Chase U, that's her stick. That's her lane. She plays that character so well. The problem is you can't really elevate Chase U because all the rest of the characters, for lack of better words, are kind of like dead weight. Like Thea Hale is probably the best character in Chase U. You have to give her moment. What is her moment? Yeah. Her moment has to be capturing gold for Chase U, singles gold. And I think we saw that happen with trying to battle Roxanne, but maybe she gets the Women's North American Championship and kind of solidifies herself as a breakout star that way.
Yeah. I'm starting to see that with a lot of the women in the division, like outside of like Stephanie Vicours, Julia, even Lola and Jada. There are a lot of them that where the Women's North American Championship could do a lot for them. Like I was saying that with like Ren Sinclair, like Dylan had said like next year she'll hold gold. And I was like, I think that title will be one that she holds. Or even like a Sol Ruka. Like Sol Ruka would be a great NXT North American champion.
They need it. They got to do something. Let's see something. Now, why is this not? Let's try again. No. Dylan, I know you sent me this intro, but for some reason it's not allowing me.
Oh, and Reg Holland picks up the victory. So now that's 2 against Riley Osborne. So does that kill this now, or do we get and he is going after Riley Osborne after the match, attacking him?
Yep.
Looks like he's going to destroy him like he destroyed the rest of Chase U. So does that mean we get Thea Hale versus Ridge next?
That'd be hilarious. Let's see something here.
Uh-oh. It looked like it's table time. Thea, you better get out of the way. You almost got hit. Uh-oh. Oh, nope. Look like we don't wait till Halloween Havoc. Uh-oh. Mr. Chase is back with the big boots. What he got on? Some Jordans? Okay, so I guess we're going to get Andre Chase and Ridge Holland at Halloween Havoc.
That's what we're getting. The holdover, the only holdover from NXT 2.0.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm ready for this shit, man. I'm so done with Chase U, man.
Let's see. I don't know why.
Wait, Wendy Chu and So Ruka had a match last week?
I must have missed that.
No, they said before we aired. Yeah, so we didn't get to see this.
Dark match then.
Yeah. All right, Byron over there at NXT. Oh, got you, Dylan.
Let's see something. Hold on. Dylan, I'm trying with this intro. I've seen it, but it's not allowing me to upload it. I think it was the type of file it is. It's just not showing up on my computer.
Okay, OTM back on camera. Oh, okay. So we're gonna get Jada versus Tatum next week.
Oh, she's taking that L then.
Okay, so Tay, I think we're gonna get. Oh, there go Wendy just in the back. Yep, now it's official. Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez versus Julie and Stephanie McCool. Halloween Havoc. Question: how do you feel about this now? Halloween Havoc now turning into a premium live event.
It's okay. So that's official then.
Yeah, it's official.
Is it So it's going to be on a Saturday night then?
No, Sunday, October 27th, on Peacock, and it's going to be in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
I love that. That means they're respecting the legacy of this event.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
For the past few years, it's kind of been just like how AEW Dynamite will have Battle of the Belts, Title Tuesday, things like that. Mm-hmm. The legacy of this event is being honored a lot better. So that means you're going to have more. They're going to pull out more stops then for Halloween Havoc. It's going to feel better being consumed over a 3-hour span or 2-hour span as opposed to hour and a half.
Yeah.
Maybe hour 15 with commercials.
Yeah. So do you think we get a full 4 hours?
I think you're pushing maybe 2, no more than 3.
I can see 3. I can see 3 being safe for NXT. Oh, Lamar Hill, man, I've been good. Glad to have you on here, man. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that as well, bro, to have you here. Ari, do you only do a watch along for NXT? Do you do Raw and Dynamite as well? Well, yes. Well, I don't necessarily do them, but we do. We have a full stack almost Monday through Friday of WWT. So I don't know if next week it is going to be up to the mayor, but on Mondays we have WWT live, and then we also will potentially have a Raw watch along with the mayor. That date will come soon. On Tuesdays, you have myself, Tuesday Night Pharaoh for the NXT watch along and post show. Wednesdays, we have WWT live, and we have the Dynamite watch along with Stone Cold Courtney. Thursday, we're shaping that up, so we'll be back with some information on that. And then on Fridays, we have WWT Live, and then Honey Night SmackDown, the SmackDown watch along with Wrestling with Honey. So we are coming at you almost 5 days a week with WWT content. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Twitch, on the social media, so that way you can stay up to date with us, Ari, and everyone else that's watching, to keep having such great content going.
Monday Nightmare to be debatable. If there's enough demand between now and Sunday at 11:59 p.m., I might make that happen.
Wednesday Night Rice. Thank you, Dylan. I was trying to remember and I couldn't remember. Wednesday Night Rice. You already know people demanding it, so you might as well make it happen. If I got Tuesday, Courtney got Wednesday, and Honey got Friday, you might as well take Monday.
We'll see. But
especially
in the meantime,
with 2 hours.
We have a debut. So 1 second. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's Councilman Will Pharaoh of Strattonville with his Parisiac constituents.
I will take it, sir.
Shout out to Dylan. Shout out to our official producer.
Yes, I will take it. Ah, yes. Thank you for that, Dylan. Thank you for that. Yes, that's the intro that I needed. Oh yeah. Good job, Dylan. Shout out to you, man.
We're gonna need more. I tell TK to increase this storage space so I can add some more videos.
Yeah.
So I don't gotta delete stuff to add stuff.
Yeah, because I was looking too. They was like, you don't have enough space. I'm like, oh.
See, I already know what to delete because some of these that we already know are a little bit longer. We can't have.
Yeah, there's some of the ones that we did have flagged. I know we got to see about taking out.
Let's see if I can find something. The funny thing is all these are like in my phone. So see, I got Samoa Joe to do a drop for us a few months ago. I still haven't even uploaded that.
Oh, wow.
Let's see.
All right, so we're just at 6:22, so we still got a little bit, about 38 minutes of NXT before we get to the triple threat match. Question to you, Mayor. Who's walking away the number one contender?
I'm gonna stick with Javon Evans. I think he stands the most to gain after his match with Randy a week ago. And I think it's too soon to pull the trigger on Wesley to go against Trick.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not, like I said earlier, no offense to Ethan Page, but I'm like, I don't need to see a part 3 with y'all. I don't.
Let's see something.
All right, so we got an impromptu match: Pepe Le Pew versus Brooks Jensen.
Yep, that's exactly who that is.
I just don't get what he's doing.
Just, I guess the goal is to show his range and character work as well as his in-ring skills, just because he was kind of just like the sidekick in Hit Row.
Yeah, but it's like you can wrestle. So it's just like, what is this extra that you're putting on for this? Like, you could just be Ashante the Adonis. What's with the Rose? What's with all of this?
Character work latches on. He's always chasing women.
All right, we got Brooke Jensen in the ring as well with his counsel, I guess, Sean Spears out there, a manager now.
What is
so I want to know, do you still, how are you feeling about Brooke Jensen currently? I know you had said that you wish they would have kept up with the storyline he had going on socials, But now with him there recently, how are you feeling about Brooke Jensen?
It's flat. It's flat. And like the thing is, like you had me hooked. You had me engaged with all that other stuff. And now it's just like he's just there. Even though he's picked up some wins, it's like it doesn't seem like it's leading anywhere. Like that unhinged character that was just drinking himself into oblivion. Like think of what they do with Hangman Page in AEW when he has those drunken episodes. We could have just had him crashing out for like several months and then have like segments where Sean is going to his house like, hey, we're doing a wellness check and hey, we just want to make sure we can get you back in the ring and stuff like that. They could have really had legs with that, especially with his appearances on TNA that he was doing. It's like he could have won a singles belt over there. It could have been like a very strong redemption arc, and they just let that go because people were taking it too literal.
Now let me ask, so I'm about to ask you because of that. Do you think that WWE may be a little bit scared to blur those lines when it comes to that?
I believe so. I think because we're in a society where kids can constantly be online, things of that nature. So it does get kind of dangerous. So I can see why they pulled the plug on it. But at some point, I think from my standpoint, from my opinion, I think they hurt the character more so than anything.
Yeah.
A guy who definitely he's one of those guys who needed the character shift bad. And
I would not have mind him being a drunk. Dylan, I think Sean Spears was injured. Now I don't know if he still is and he's just playing that, but I do know he did get injured in his last match on a live.
Guys, just like we uploaded my Jada Parker and Lola Vice drop, we now have an official Nikita Lyons drop.
Oh boy.
Give me the milk. Oh! Give me the milk. Give me the milk. Give me the milk. Give me the damn milk. Can't be worth it.
What? I do not remember that at all, bro. That's how you know that clip old. Yo.
See, this is the danger of letting me upload clips. I've been chilling for a long time. I got hella clips.
Give it a milk. Oh my gosh, yo, that shit is hilarious. Okay, now we got
we got some height on that drop kick.
All right, Carmen Petrovic.
Oh, get Maple Leaf Xylee up out of here, man. She gave back Ashante's rose. You know what? Her character could probably use that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was dope.
That's a dope move for Ashante. Does she help Ashante to Adonis win the match though? No.
Ooh, nah, that got to be it right there. Nope. Brooks Jensen.
Even Brooks doing all this unhinged stuff after the match. It's like at this point, I don't care.
No,
because we know you're back with the company and good standing. It's like it doesn't have legs.
No, it doesn't.
And the Sean Spears mentorship thing makes it even weirder because Sean Spears re-debuted to a very good. I think it was a very good package he had coming back as his chairman character. It's we've done nothing with it.
Yep. I could say that's due to injury as well, but I don't think pairing him with Brooks Jensen was the right move just so you can keep him on TV.
Yeah. Now this Petrovic and Adonis stuff, I'm interested to see where this goes. So what time is it? 6:30. So this is like right before the main event.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big spot for this storyline.
Yeah.
And she's still in the background right there.
But I wonder, what does that lead to? Like, is it just a backstage romance? Okay, but does that better them as far as in-ring performance? Like, that's the thing that I'm trying to understand.
Maple Leaf Xylee been treading water since that Lola L. That's what happens. That's what happens. You come over here with them weak kicks. We got real kicks in Vice City,
sir.
We ain't just hitting the bag out here.
I don't know what's going on in the land of Petrovic, so I can't attest to that. And the weak ass kicks. So now here's my question though too. With the number one contendership match coming up, do we get a stipulation for the NXT title, or is it just a regular match?
So we know it's going to happen at Halloween Havoc. I think for Trick's sake, we do a stipulation.
Okay.
I think that Will spin is going to be very vital to Halloween Havoc for this world title match, because it'll be Trick's first title events, and you want that match to kick off better than we kicked off the last time.
Yeah.
You need it to kick off way better than we did the last time.
Yeah, and I'm really shooting for Javon Evans. Again, I just don't want to see him and Ethan go at it again.
No. I think we can do better than that. I think Javon Evans, or even if it's all four of these men in the stipulation, that's another way to make it like save face the same way that Ethan won the match the first time.
Yeah.
We just have like the false pinfall.
Ooh.
It'd be interesting if they did go Ethan again, though.
I hope not. I really hope not. I don't think they work well together.
And the messed up thing is I can't figure out whose fault it is.
I don't know either. Ron, what's going on, man?
Cousin Ron in here always pushing with his debate. We're just gonna have to give him a debate. It's just gonna have to happen.
I guess. I mean, at this point,
it's like,
or we could treat this like AEW and it just all that hype and we just moved on.
Gonna make a different announcement. We got a big announcement.
Man said he could participate in the Owen Hart tournament. What? What is that? What happened in the debate? Hey, we on the next chapter.
What debate?
I'm
deleting those debate episodes as we speak. Y'all want footage? It don't exist.
This man Watergate and everything.
That footage of me giving up my mayor title, gone. It's deleted. It ain't on YouTube no more.
Yo, these Delta promos.
When you go to that part of that stream, you're going to get a QR code. It's going to send you straight to Lola Vice t-shirt.
You're like, did you mean to go to the Sea of Blue to purchase a shirt?
The Blu-ray juice breaks. Who the hell is that? That's Lexus King.
Yep. right, Lexus kick. Oh. I like the camera changes they do. That's dope.
Yeah. Can somebody confirm to me if Adriana Rizzo's Italian accent is good?
No. And when I heard it right here, I was like, that I know that's not how she talked for real. As soon as she did right there, I'm like, that is not how you talk.
Whew. It's gonna be some think pieces on here. If he beat over
Damage Control versus Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson next week on NXT.
Nice.
Io and Kyrie returning to NXT, man. Okay, and we got another tag team action. Julia and Stephanie Vacour versus Fatal Influence. Man, okay, so it's tag team fire next week.
I like it.
All right, main event time.
I know we got Damage Control working on the tag team titles. I would really love to see a singles run for Kyrie.
Right?
But like since she's been back, we haven't gotten that.
No. But I can kind of understand too, just because. So then I ask you this: if she were to go for the singles run, who would she fight first? As far as just like to get her to showcase that again.
You know, the last time Kyrie was in the company, we had all that stuff on Twitter where people were kind of bullying Nia Jax because of her handling of Kyrie.
Yeah.
I think that she would be the perfect babyface against Nia in this run. Just kind of getting her comeuppance. People were saying like, oh, Nia's too rough. She's not safe to work with because of the type of bumps that Kyrie was taking. And I'm pretty sure I know nothing about if that was the way it was supposed to go, stuff like that. But I never heard Kyrie complain or anything like that. So I think that would be perfect to have kind of like that kind of David and Goliath type of look.
Okay. So Nia Jax. Okay. Yeah. So she'd have to go to SmackDown then, right?
The near fall off of an insane elbow to Nia? Oh man.
That would be fire. They need to make that move too, like more
pause off of that 2.5 or whatever it's gonna be. Just that little belief.
Yes, Tribal Polo, they are showcasing a lot of good women's matches. Yeah, like so NXT is holding it down in the women's division. But you know who wasn't holding it down? PWI. PWI was not holding it down with this top 250 women. And I'm gonna be late tomorrow for WWT Live, so I might miss the conversation. But we are not pleased over here at the councilman's office right now. We're not pleased. We're not pleased. My client is not in the top 10. What kind of shit is this?
You have I heard you earlier. You have some valid points about the Jordan Grace thing.
And as much as we say,
weird.
But the weirder one, Bailey is number 9. I was like, come on, Bailey is top 10.
I wonder if it's cooked in by like how many matches were worked.
They did say that it was in there in the top one that I read. So I'm just like, I get it, but I'm like, come on, man. And now it make me ask the question too of with Tony Storm being number one, the question that they posed with Rhea, does Rhea deserve to be the highest paid wrestler with Tony being number one?
Rhea was number one last year. She's number 3 this year, so she only dropped 2 spots. You make a good claim, but I mean, from character work, nobody's been better than Tony Storm, which I believe that's why she's number one. But even Tony Storm don't make Mercedes money.
No,
and I don't think any contract renewals will get her that either.
I don't think so either, because her stuff depending on her getting this, depending on the thing that they're not using, which is storyline. Because even as much as they want to say for 2024, Tony Storm and Mariah May had the best storyline in AEW.
Or just the timeless character. It was like, think about how many retweets and likes that stuff got from every interview she got. Hell, the one she just did from her home, recently for the CMLL title, like, she's hilarious. So people just eat that stuff up. But like, how for the entirety of this timeless Tony character, it's like those promo segments followed by good matches, but like it still hasn't really elevated the women's division.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an AEW flaw. The fact that we're not getting multiple matches or like 25, 30-minute matches and stuff like that on a pay-per-view. That's like an AEW flaw. And it seems like nobody, even the highest paid person, is able to break that like glass ceiling that they have set. And the quiet part out loud is that's a fault of those diehard fans. That's their fault.
That is
trying to please them AEW diehards that's not really turning up for women's wrestling like they should.
And that's the thing too. I feel like that's what's being ignored by them, is that TNA gets it, WWE gets it, NXT gets it. Like, we're moving into the era where women's wrestling is going to be the dominant thing. Like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm like, yo, you're going to start seeing where women are the main event consistently in PLEs and on these shows. You saw it on Raw. It was the tag team match was the main event.
The people with the short attention spans that like flips.
Yep.
It sucks.
Yeah, it does. Okay, the triple threat match is getting set up. We got All Ego. That man jackets be fly, bro. His jackets be on fire.
They need to put them on sale.
They really do.
One second.
So if Ego doesn't win this, is it main roster headed to him, or do we still see him in NXT? But all right, we got Wesley in the ring. We got Javon Evans in the ring. We got Ethan Page now in the ring. This is for the #1 contendership for the NXT title. The winner will face the champion at Halloween Havoc. All right, Javon Evans super kicking Wesley. Oh, wow.
Take a call.
Oh, good. Javon Evans with that springboard. Okay, this is gonna be a good match.
Oh, I just saw what you was talking about. That was innovative. See, all these moving parts. The cool thing about these moving parts in this match is like you can kind of see a blueprint where this works with Trick in there as well.
Yeah. But then also, too, I'm seeing this with Ego in there. Why wasn't this the same thing we were getting with Trick? Like, they are working well with Ego right now. Yo, this man, Javon Evans, is ridiculous. Oh yeah, so I wanted to ask you. I hadn't because I asked the rest of the people on here. Are you? How are you feeling about Wesley as a heel?
I will forever feel like it was unnecessary versus the alternative. And it's one of those things like I remember Jacob saying the other day about the AEW stuff. It's like not having a payoff. This feels like that. I feel like if they're going to do it, you have to have a major payoff to do it. And I just don't see a landscape right now where that happens.
Right. Same.
It's like if Trick is your guy, I don't think you're going to let Wesley, his heel turn culminate with him being Trick for the world title. So it's like we did that for him to kind of be a player too.
Yeah. Up, and it is official. Jada Parker will take on Tatum Paxley next week on NXT. So that's 3 women's matches. And Obafemi will take on Luca Cusafino from the family next week. This is what I needed to see. This is what I was talking about with Tony D'Angelo. Let him work the family first before he takes you on.
Right. So you're going to run through the fact. So, I mean, did we give Tony D'Angelo his moment and we can put that belt back on Oba? Is there a world where that happens?
Oh.
A little 3-week title run?
But what does that do for Tony if he loses?
I think you just made him a singles champion for the first time. So I think we got to see some dark stuff happen.
I think so too. Like I think if it's depending on what tables, ladders, and scares is set, like, and Boza, you can let me know. Is the title in the air, or is it you have to go through like how you said like a table in order to win? Because this will be the first time we'll see Oba like having to climb a ladder.
I think it's just the weapons. I think it's still pinfall.
Okay, it's still pinfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see some shenanigans helping with that. But that's the thing too. So that means like Tony D'Angelo need to go heel, like full heel.
Yeah, like full, like I'm doing whatever I can to escape with this title type stuff.
Yeah. Tribal Polo, are Tony D and Jay Uso in the same boat with them as champs? No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
No. That man, because Jay, like, whatever you want to say about Jay's in the ring work as a single star, that man got juice.
Yeah.
Like, it don't matter.
Tony D'Angelo has never had a whole crowd doing this. No.
See, and I had to read the comment because in my mind I heard Trick Williams, but he said Tony D. No, that's opposite ends of the world right there.
Yes, it is.
That's way different.
It is. What's going on, Threads Press? Appreciate you using my emoji on here. So I'm gonna ask then too. Is Wesley? Ooh, Javon is ridiculous, bro. Javon, I think Javon might take this.
And that was a moment right there.
This boy got everybody on his side. Let me ask you this: with Wesley, is Wesley falling in the same category as a Cora Jade and Nikita Lyons?
Ooh, no, I don't think so. Because you can make the argument that he's literally the greatest North American champion of all time. I think the Wesley thing is like you just made a snap decision. I think of people like JC Jane and Gigi Dolan.
Yeah,
it's like you made that decision and you gotta die by it now. So it's like you have to make something happen. If not, you're gonna be doing another character shift here in like the next 3 months.
That's it. But that's my thing too with him. It's like you had a long run. I'm gonna be honest. I do not remember Wesley's run as NXT North American champion like that.
He got heat. He got a bunch of good matches in there. Really, and sometimes these lines are tapped. Hickenbottom, you gotta swallow your pride, brother. You got to pull the whole Chris Statlander in 2 weeks and be like, you know what? I just needed a Snickers. I wasn't.
I just needed a Snickers.
All
right, your face again. Go back. Go.
Yeah.
Like
you got to fill in them promos in the treehouse, and like you see that hand come out from the side, hand you a Snickers, be like, you know what? I feel a lot better now. And now the Rascals just back together. We just gonna forget it existed because like unless he wins this match tonight, unless you really have him go over Trick before the end of the year, before we get into 2025, it's a waste.
But then what does that do for Trick, though?
Maybe you can pull the trigger on him and call him up if he's that hot. And let's say like Triple H is like, you know what, I see the crossover appeal. We got Mello up here. I can instantly run some matches with Mello like I did Mello Andrade. Mm-hmm. I can see a world where that works because like you'll already be within the CW, but at least when you get to January, we'll be on Netflix for Raw.
Yeah.
So you can shake something out that way. Because I don't know if you can, do we really believe that Trick is going to be the face of the CW for the next year?
Oh, okay. So then let's see who we got out there. Let's see who we got out there as wrestlers. So right now, just as far as stock goes, Javon Evans seems the best streamlined to be the next champion. Wesley, I don't see that's the thing. Like Wes, I don't see it strong enough to take the belt off of Trick right now with the momentum he got. Because again, I just don't think that he's a great heel yet. I don't think you set into the heel thing like you saw Carmelo do, like you seen Braun Breaker do. It's just not hitting yet.
Right.
Ethan, I feel like Ethan is another one that's gonna get called up. I feel like you've had the belt. What else do you need to do here? So I feel like he's finna leave. So they're not gonna make him the face. And then you start looking at the rest of the talent down there as far as male talent goes. Oba is the only other one remaining.
Oba, unless, and I'm talking about people that are heels, like the antithesis to your heroes. So like you can move Ridge Holland over into that slot, maybe. Tony Angelo's in the mid card.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm being honest, the men's division in NXT looking real mid when Oba, Ethan, and Trick leave. Like, it's a good thing you bumped the women.
Tribal Polo mentions Earl Mensa, but like I immediately will go Noam Dar if he's healthy. But again, that's one of those people that can really wrestle, and I don't know if that would make Trick look bad.
It might. But no, because Trick can trump him over personality. So his charisma and stuff will get him to hold over. Yeah, but it's the more I'm looking at it though, the men's division gonna definitely be in the back seat, the NXT.
Yeah, 100%. See, I can see a world where Ethan picks up this win, but like if Ethan loses to Trick, 3 times, and then he's gone. You can immediately run like a CM Punk program with him on main just to like introduce the audience to him.
Yeah. I think that's the thing that you sit on with him, like basically coming, interacting with Adam Pearce, getting on Adam Pearce's nerves, trying to get this match with CM Punk. Then finally coming out and doing his promos for it. Ooh.
See, like these are these are babyface moves that Wesley is doing. So it's just like, what changed?
Nothing. That's why I'm like, bro, I don't get the switch with this. I just don't believe you as a heel. Ooh. The more I watch this, I'm just like, yo, where was this when Ethan took on Trick Williams?
Just watching this a lot right now is like, if Trick was in this match in a fatal 4-way, then you can allow Trick to do his like overcoming the odds, like quick hot streak to win the match, just like the Iron Survivor. I can buy that in that type of match.
Yeah, but you still got to be able to show me something one-on-one.
Yeah.
Because even Ethan, like to a point, Ethan letting Wes and Javon really showcase and highlight themselves. And he picking the best spots to come in on it. Oh, ooh. Yo, this
nice.
Ref, that was a fast count. I don't know why you didn't pin Ethan though.
Right. Ethan took the most damage.
Ooh. Ooh, nice meteor. Oh. Yay! Is that it? Oh! I don't know, man. I feel like Ethan about to sneak this. Yeah, I was like, I think Ethan finna steal this.
Damn, I think he glitching. Ooh.
Oh, Ethan out the ring. Come on, Javon. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Ah, you man. Come on, man.
You're right. Ethan sneaked it. Is that I guess that's the best we got at the top of the men's division right now, just tricking Ethan. Now, what will shock me is if Ethan gets the belt for a second time and we crown him 2-time Ethan in that short span.
Boy, they got that whole camera shaking. Devil's Playground match. Why don't you turn your back on it? Did he just hit it with a light?
What the hell are you hitting with?
Is that an empty light?
See, maybe I'm like a little traditional, but like I don't like these little end credits at the bottom of the screen. I don't like that. It looks so corny to me.
It makes it feel like a TV show. That's what it is.
Put the little WWE logo in the lower left corner and let's leave. But that's corny to me. I don't want to see nobody's names or producers and all that. That's trash.
Yeah, somebody said that earlier about like, yo, this feel like a TV show now. With how the state
because I'm only seeing two names. I don't see not everybody's getting credit.
Nah. It ain't even going by fast and shit. Like these are all the people that helped. It's just like, what?
Man.
Why is these executive?
Can I see some names of the cameraman, the people in the back, and the production truck? Nah, I just see Shawn Michaels and whoever else, and we out. Like
also, shout out to the cameraman tonight during that Lola Vice and Nikita Lyons match when Jada came out. Thank you. You need a raise, Sean. If you're watching this, they need a raise. But yeah, so TK and them are getting ready to go over to All Caribbean Wrestling. So we didn't really get a chance to make a link for the NXT post show. So we're going back to the old version just for this week. We're going to do the post show here right now and just talk about it. So we can even start now with just the main event. So that we had Ethan Page is now the number one contender for Halloween Havoc to take on Trick Williams in a Devil's Playground match. So Cedric, your thoughts on this?
Fight forever. Fight forever. I like that. Like we talked earlier on this show, I like that we're making Halloween Havoc feel special again. This will 100% be the main event. So they're going to put this main event out with a bang. You know, I will go as far as to predict that this will be their best match of the 3 times they've been in the ring in singles action, just because we have the added stipulation.
Okay.
And
so you think they give us a banger?
Yeah. I think the stipulation is going to help both men, and I think this will be Ethan Page's NXT Swan Song.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. I can definitely see that. Yeah, I'm not as excited as you are with it. Definitely not feeling the fight forever with it, but I will stay optimistic with this will be the best out of the 3 times that they faced each other. So I do see like, okay, I can see that, especially with a stipulation, but I am just hoping that's it. Like I'm hoping this is the last time that's done and we move forward. Cause I just don't like the two of them in the ring together. For some reason, it just don't work. So, but you know, shout out to Ethan Page for becoming the number one contender. Shout out to Javon Evans as well as Wesley in that match. Did a phenomenal job as a main event for NXT, keeping that fire going. And how did you feel, though? I will ask, how do you feel about them being back in Orlando? Were you expecting them to maybe continue the tour thing, or is it good that they're back in the PC?
I think it's good they're back in the PC because they can rely on the crowd reaction heavily. So, like for some of your stars who maybe perform better with that crowd environment, like for example, like Chase U, always there. Some of those acts, their crowds might not travel because, like, when you go to shows on the road, you might not get your diehard NXT fans. You might get like your traditional WWE fans. So I think being back in PC helps, and I think they should maybe they just go on the road once a month. Keep it simple.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, once a month. I wouldn't mind that being somewhere once a month. I think that would be a good look for them. So let's go ahead and rewind to the beginning of the show. We had Tony D'Angelo celebrating being the NXT North American champion. He was interrupted by Obafemi, who was letting him know that he will be getting his rematch, and it will be at Halloween Havoc in a tables, ladders, and scares match. Now, your thoughts on this, because you said if he loses to D'Angelo twice, Something ain't right.
If you beat Obafemi twice by pinfall, no shenanigans, that means you really him. And like we gotta stand on that as a character going forward. If that's the case with Tony D'Angelo, I mean, that's a pretty strong rite of passage if they give that man that accolade. So I don't know how they book it. I tend to agree with you as far as like, hey, go through the family before you go through me. And I think we got to feel the presence of the family in that match somehow to make it make sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. But now let me ask you, let's say Oba overcomes, shows he's the ruler, and gets his North American Championship back. Do we do like an Ethan and Trick and we get a best out of 3 with them? Wait. No, this is the third one. No, my bad. This is 3. So this is technically the end.
Mm-hmm. So something's got to give. We're either elevating Tony or Oba gets his crown back. But the dangerous part about that is, like, if Oba does regain the North American title, then who are you calling down to dethrone him again?
Yeah.
And at that point, I think it has to be somebody that's just a bigger star, bigger character. So it's going to have to be somebody from Maine.
So I guess then now the question too is, if Oba doesn't retain the title, if he doesn't get the title back, does he instantly go into the NXT championship picture and head for Trick? Or is it time for him to go to main roster?
See, I'm one of those people that don't feel like you need the title, the big titles to go to main. We've seen so many case studies of characters who have great main roster success without being women's world or men's world champion. So he very well could. He very well could.
Yeah.
I would just hope that he doesn't get lost in the midst of that. I hope like they do like how they used to do with Omos. You just have all these squash matches with local talent and stuff like that for a long time before he finally faces somebody from the actual roster.
Yeah, I can see that too. I can see too from what's going on with the NXT men's division. I see a lot of them moving to SmackDown. SmackDown really needs people. Yeah. And I can see a lot of them being able to, like, as you said, not risk getting swept under other storylines by going to SmackDown, because now this opens up more best of sevens like Andrade and Carmelo. But now, and then too, even spotlighting Legado del Fantasma a little bit more to be able to be in matches and stuff, especially like with LA Knight as well too. So I see a lot of these cats getting ready to graduate and go up, but not Tony. Not Tony. I don't see it. I don't see it. But how do you feel about their stipulation though for their match? Tables, ladders, and scares. And who has the advantage?
Advantage Don, just because Oba doesn't really have allies. So I think from that standpoint, that can be what gives the Don the edge in that match that makes it more believable than anything.
Yeah.
Because it was just a roll-up that got Oba out of here the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I think that stipulation will it'll leave a better taste in fans' mouths, especially if he wins again, especially if it's by pinfall.
Yeah, I can see that too. Let's see. Boza says, with this match, unless they change the rules, the title will be suspended high above the ring. You get it, you win for the tables, ladders, and scares match. And then does SmackDown need the help mainly because people can't take Cody as WWE champion? No, I just don't think. No, there's nobody there. Like, if you really look at it, like, no one's on the roster right now. It looked like it's kind of like a voluntary thing. Like how they say, like, hey, who's jumping in today on WWT? Feel like they're doing the same thing with SmackDown. Hey, who's going to be here tonight? You want a match? And then that's it. It's like, I see the same 6 people every week.
Mm-hmm. The storylines aren't really developing. You have LA Knight, who finally got Logan Paul up out of here. But then it's like, one of the beautiful things that we've got is Carmelo and Andrade, but like, a lot of these storylines, they don't involve, like the councilman saying, they don't involve a lot of the roster. So a lot of people get lost and aren't progressing. Like, we just saw what's going on with Legado del Fantasma for the first time in months, it feels like. And we know that they're going to take on Motor City Machine Gun. So it's like we're getting more talent, but then it's not elevating anybody.
Mm-mm. And then we focus on a tag team division that is just going to get squashed by the Bloodline. So it's like nothing's really happening there. So outside of the Bloodline, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, and then a segment with Nia Jax, Bayley, Naomi, and Tiffy, you don't really have anything. Because when's the last time we seen Candice LeRae on TV or Indy Hartwell? Because both of them are there. Or if you see like a spot with the tag team champion, the women's tag team champions, like there's not a lot of people there. And I don't think that has anything to do with Cody being champion. I just think they need more talent to be over on SmackDown. So we see what is going to happen, especially moving into 2025. Now, the next match I wanted to move into was the premiere of Stephanie McCool versus Ren Sinclair. Stephanie McCool did pick up the win, but please believe when I say Ren Sinclair was no layover. She was putting in that work and gave Stephanie McCool a run for her money. Now, Mayor, did you get a chance to check out this match?
I didn't. This is like the first hour. I'll probably have to go back and watch. I was actually very interested in this just to see how McCool's presentation would look in NXT, especially against some of the talent, because the only match I've seen was the clips of her and Isla Dawn when she first got signed.
Yeah. Now, this one was good. We saw a lot of technical wrestling in there. And like I said, Ren Sinclair, this wasn't a squash match. I'll say it like that. This was definitely not a squash match between the two of them. It was a good back and forth with some technical wrestling, some great spots put in, both of them showing off their in-ring capabilities, their repertoires that they have. But Stephanie McCool did eventually pick up the win, but I don't see it hurting Ren Sinclair. I think it shows Stephanie McCool as the reason why they're so invested in her, but it also raised up Ren Sinclair's stock. And I feel like she's the one that really kind of walked away with the victory, if you get what I'm saying, as far as who the crowd worked. But then we also had my client Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade come out to jump Stephanie McCool. Julia comes to defend, and then Stephanie McCool challenging them to a tag team match, which we now know is official at Halloween Havoc. And so I just want to get your thoughts on how do you feel about this tag team match between these four women, and who do you see walking out as the victor at Halloween Havoc?
It's the perfect direction to go, especially in the women's division where you have so much new talent coming in. You want to make sure everybody's equally showcased because they're going to be a part of the brand for at least, I'd say, for the next 3 to 6 months. So doing a tag team match allows everybody's characters to kind of get a place to showcase what they can do and why they matter in this women's division. I personally think that Stephanie McCool and Julia are going to pick up the first in that series, causing maybe some rift between Cora and Roxanne temporarily until we finally get an eventual fatal four-way.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. It's bowing down to. We're gonna get a fatal four-way between these four women. Whew, that's a big mountain for my client to climb. But if anybody can climb it, my client can definitely do it. Roxanne Perez can definitely do it. But a great match, a great preview for Stephanie McCool tonight on NXT, just showing like why this women's roster continues just to be strong and to be the dominant division at NXT and also throughout the world for women. And so shout out to them. Shout out to Ren Sinclair as well. Now I'm gonna ask you, like we said for I know how you said about Thea Hale being in the group, but I want to get your opinion about Ren Sinclair with no quarter Kretsch crew. Does she stay, or has she too started to outgrow them and starting to become the breakout star, especially after her match with Kaylani and showcasing her talents there?
No, I think she has a perfect fit, and she's helping elevate that group by proxy. I mean, we got a backstage segment with Miles Bourne and Randy Orton from last week because he's like his little twin.
Yeah,
we're starting to see the benefit of her being in that group. We had the moment with Tavion Heights like last month where she slapped Tavion Heights and got him to Hulk up. Those things are going to happen over time, and I think no quarter has been more relevant than they have been, even dating back to when since Gulak was managing them. So it just makes a lot of sense. So I think she's right where she needs to be. she'll be kind of like Thea Hale, be like the standout of the group. And then we'll finally start seeing, hopefully, the Heritage Cup mean a little bit more when people like Noam Dar are in action again for guys like Charlie Dempsey. But, I mean, Tavion Heights, Miles Bourne, they're winning solely by her being there.
Yeah, no, I agree. But speaking of which, because of the Heritage Cup and how unique those matches are, I did want to talk about this match tonight, which was Ora Mensah versus Lexis King in a gentleman's, I know I was saying it wrong and Dylan was helping me with it, but a gentleman's match. And so the stipulations that were had in here, I don't know if you got a chance to see this match, but the stipulations that were given was you cannot throw your opponent over the rope or it will cause a disqualification. They were not allowed to fight outside of the ring. And instead of a 5 count when they have them like against the ropes or at the turnbuckle, it changed into a 3 count. And so these were the match stipulations, kind of like a British strong style match. The only other difference was they are allowed to get on the top rope, unlike the British strong style matches. And Lexis King did pick up the victory against Ora Mensah. It was a good match, but I just want to get your opinion on how do you feel about these new different type of stipulations to matches? And then just hearing these type of stipulations, would you like to see more of this match be used in NXT?
Maybe not in this version of NXT, because I think NXT is meant for like fast pace, action, things like that. But I think it's an interesting wrinkle to add. And these were probably the 2 good superstars to do it. Lexis King picks up W. He absolutely needs it. But I think in 2025, we'll finally get the full realized creation of like NXT Europe coming back since NXT UK has been gone. I think this would be perfect for that. So you're just trying to put it out there to see how it's received. But then there's probably certain superstars, which is probably why Mensah was in this match, that would be a banner, like a banner of that type of match. So I think you'll see more of it.
Okay. I do too. I feel like, to your point, I think once you start seeing people who can use it to their advantage, because don't get me wrong, like Lexis King and Ora Mensah did do a great job. You saw Lexis King like taking advantage kind of it, because one of the other rules was you can't attack your opponent while their 4 counts are on the walls on the ground. So like if both hands and feet were on the ground, you're not allowed to attack them. And we saw him take advantage of that. Or like when Ora Mensah was going for a springboard off the ropes and Lexis King interrupted him, he almost fell out the ring. And so catching him and then throwing Ora back in so he doesn't lose a match by disqualification. I'd like to see others who could really take advantage of it and work it to them, work it to their advantage. Even someone like a Charlie Dempsey that might be able to go, okay, let me start working that. So it gets me also kind of out of that Heritage Cup division. So when I go for like the NXT North American title, I can say like, hey, Tony, face me in a gentleman's match. And then let's see if we can do it.
Perfect for Tony too. If we get like a dark-sided character to Tony in the family where he's doing a lot of, that's like a perfect match for him. It's like, no, we got to fight me in gentleman's rules.
Yeah.
Like, no shenanigans.
Yeah. And then even changing the name. I could see them altering the names up. So it's just going like, hey, man, this is a mafia match. So this is how we doing it. Or the family match or something like that. I doubt if they'll call it mafia, but the family match. And this is how it's going to go. But shout out to Lexis King for picking up that victory. Same thing as Mayor said, he did absolutely need it. Ora Mensah was a star in this match as well. So showing just why Metaphor is the group that they are. So I would love to keep seeing Ora Mensah on screen and hopefully going after this NXT North American title after having this battle with Lexis King. Now, one that I'm just like, all right, there wasn't that much of a spotlight, but I see why y'all doing it. To me, the filler match, Riley Osborne versus Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland decimates Riley Osborne. It was about to finish him off like he's done the rest of Chase U. And then we saw Andre Chase make his epic return to NXT to interrupt Riley Osborne from being destroyed and dismantled through the announcement table, which I'm pretty sure we will get Andre Chase versus Ridge Holland at Halloween Havoc. Now I have to ask you, Mayor, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you care about this?
I gotta put a number on it. I'll go with 4. I'll go 4. It's not exactly completely lost on me because I want to see. I do want to see Andre Chase get to that next level, whatever that looks like. I mean, something has to give with the group as a whole. So, I mean, if Ridge Holland's the person to try to implode that group from within, it gives them a storyline. So it gives them a storyline. We'll probably see a match of Halloween Havoc with Chase and Ridge, and we'll get to the next chapter or whatever Chase U was supposed to be. But, I mean, his shoes was nice tonight. There's some dope shoes on it. Well, I don't know if they was Red Octobers or something, but they was dope.
I think they were Jordan 7s. Jordan 9s. Somebody said they were Jordan 9s. Man, I feel the same. I don't care. Like, I like, this is really like what I call it. This is the filler match. This is where I go reheat my wings and refill my cup and get ready for the next match. Like, that's what this is reminding me of. So it's cool if, like, we get, like you said, if we get to see Chase turn up. And it's like, okay, I can see what you're doing now. I see why you're the leader of Chase U. But also the same thing with the Don and the family. This needs restructuring. This needs to be something else. This needs to be brought into something bigger. And you need to figure out what that is after you capitalize on him. One big thing, stop making your leader win the tag team titles. It does not make y'all look good. If Andre Chase is the head of Chase U, stop having him win the titles. Let Riley Osborne, let Duke Hudson get the tag team titles, or if we're being for real, all y'all go for singles. Let Duke Hudson become the North American champion. Let Riley Osborne win the Heritage Cup, and let Andre Chase be NXT champion, and Thea Hale win the women's North American championship. So you got gold at Chase U. Mm-hmm. But if y'all keep going in this direction, defund Chase U and bring me a HBCU. That's all I'm looking for right now. Let's switch this up.
I'm here for Obafemi and rolling at Chase U. If that happens, just seeing this big ass dude just sitting in the back of the classroom in the lecture hall. Yeah,
I will laugh my ass off.
Let's do that.
And then we had Pepe Le Pew, as you can tell, you can see I'm saving your best one for last. As you can see,
I appreciate
that. I'm saving it for last. We also had Pepe Le Pew taking on Brooke Jensen. Brooke Jensen picking up the victory after I don't want to fully blame Carmen Petrovich for coming out and distracting Ashante Adantis, but have you seen the history of us as melanated men? They always seem to be a distraction. And it was definitely shown tonight as Brooke Jensen.
Give me the milk!
Give me the milk! Give me the milk!
Give me the milk. Give me the damn milk! Can't be worth it.
And it was for that reason and that reason alone that Ashante Adonis lost that match. You know, he's couldn't fight those urges. Maple Leaf Xia Li came out and she's dressed nice, you know. She's dressed nice. So, and you know, I thought it was interesting that she not only poured out the rose, but she waited ringside to see the consequences of her actions. She wanted to rub it in his face a little bit. So there's something there.
So okay, so I thought it was just because I was so confused about it. Was like, were you doing that because he cost you your match, or are you feeling him and that's why you came out? I'm still confused about that. Like, what exactly is going on between
I'm
these
trying to
two?
see what this is a callback to, and I can't think of it. I'm drawing blanks, but it's a callback to somebody on Maine. But we'll see. I will give Adonis credit. He looks way more improved in the ring. He pulled out some stuff that I didn't even know was in his bag. I'm still not here for him doing Sweet Chin music, but we'll see. We'll see what it leads to.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm just not here for his character. That's just I'm sorry. That's just it's not me. I don't like the doctor of loveonomics that he's trying to go with. Like, I would rather you focus on showing your in-ring capability. But hey, if that's just me. So if it's smoothing over the crowd, if it's helping elevate story wise, sure. But I would say I ask you this. Both of them, Carmen and him, kind of seem to be in like not even this B class range or even mid card yet. It's kind of still not finding their footing yet, as you call her. You know, the what did you call her?
Maple Leaf Xia Li.
The Maple Leaf
stole her whole swag. Intro, you just brought out different weapons. It's Xia Li's whole swag.
Maple Leaf.
Like, and it's like they hot shot at Carmen as a new act around some of these other, I guess, other staples of the women's division pretty early, like Lola, Soul, and all these other people. She was right there. So I think whatever happened, it's like we kind of forgot or we had other storylines take precedence. I think she can be a good character. She's a good wrestler in the ring. So I think we just got to find another footing for her. And it just sucks because she's not quite there to rightfully challenge Roxy, and she's not a heel to challenge Kaylani. So you got to give her something meaningful on camera. Maybe this is it.
Yeah,
Brooks. I think if you continue doing this for Brooks, he can challenge Trick. Could be that unhinged character that Sean Spears is just in his ear, and he can like call this shot at Trick. I think that's the only way that's the only direction that should go.
That could, and to your point, unlike a Wesley, Brooks could take that L. Brooks could take that L from Trick, and it wouldn't hurt him.
Nope, because we don't expect nothing better.
No, we don't. All we expect is a decent
bad.
No. But I get what you're saying. No, I get what you say. Like, we're not expecting you to pick up.
No disrespect to Brooks, but that sounded bad. You guys are all talented wrestlers, stuff like that. But like, I expect the face of the CW to be the face of the CW.
You are a cog to this particular story. That's not a bad thing. Like, it is one of those of like, hey, I do see you being that guy that gets an NXT title shot and you don't win. So it does make your champion and the company look better. I don't think it will hurt Brooks Jensen if he loses. Unlike if Wesley loses to Trick Williams, it's like, okay, now where are you going now, bro? Like, what are you doing? What's happening?
What are we here for?
Yeah, he is one of those people. And again, like you said, it's no disrespect to Brooks or anything like that. But I think, too, it helps him to his advantage of establishing himself as one of those male characters on NXT that can potentially go the distance. So, so no disrespect to him. But we'll see. Because, like, again, you saw the Carmen Petrovich stuff. I still just don't see what this does for Ashante.
And maybe he finally get his girl. Maybe that's all I can think of.
And never mind, let me not say that because we live. let's move on to the last match. Let's move on to the last match. Let me tell you something, man. Look, I'm the too much information, but like, man, I'm gonna have to go use the bathroom with all this milk, mac and cheese, and yams that I digested tonight. We had the return of Nikita Lyons taking on Lola Vice. And Lola Vice, unfortunately, did take the L. Nikita Lyons picking up the victory, only because, though, of some Jada Parker shenanigans that we know are going to lead into Halloween Havoc. But I want to get your opinion, Mayor, your thoughts on Nikita Lyons' return and being in the ring.
It sucks because I'm a man divided. I got Parkerville over here and Vice City over there, and I'm stuck. Jada Parker don't got merch, y'all, so don't think I don't represent my client appropriately. There's no like picking sides here. I'm squarely in the middle, stuck, giving advice to both sides. But then we got this thickness coming in. I'm sorry, we got Nikita Lyons coming in her first TV action in some time, and I wish I could say that this wasn't expected. But I felt like you got to give Nikita a win because of how much we've tried to push her to the moon before. Yeah. So like she's probably a popular character backstage. I'm talking about with like your producers and in the like the talent script backstage and stuff like that. So I mean, giving her this win is good because you want to make fans remember, like, oh, remember the Roar, remember all these things, remember this character. So I think if anything, I thought she looked good. I didn't see a lot of ring rust there. I think she worked very well with Lola. I like that we saw a lot of different transitions. I like that we saw Nikita flex the power game, not so much leaving the feet and trying to do all these troubles in paradise and things like that. We was just strictly power game, ground and pound at times. We saw Lola flex some submissions. We saw Lola get close to picking up a victory a couple times, but until Jada hit her with that hypnotic, now we've told the storyline the way we should. It started off like, hey, we're trying to get a fatal influence. I don't need you. You don't need me. Hey, this can't coexist. So now we got Jada costing Lola a match. I'm pretty sure we'll get Lola costing Jada a match. And I think from there, we'll actually get to, it won't be a friendly fade. We'll get to the fade. And then hopefully I don't got to be in the middle no more after that. We just got to let them fight. Just got to let them fight.
Yeah.
And then, but for Nikita, that's a big win. I think I can count on one hand how many times Lola has lost since debuting. So that's a big win for Nikita, and I'm pretty sure I don't know where she goes from here. It ain't. Well, it could be. No, it ain't to Rocks right now. It won't be.
No.
I think she'll pick up some of those like lesser characters. I don't want to call them lesser characters, but like I consider picking up a win against a Tatum or a Wendy Chu, or even doing a crossover spot with TNA. I can see those things to kind of build that character back up.
Yeah. I think to your point, I think we need to get the building stage for Nikita. I don't think she needs to be fully launched to Roxanne. I don't think she needs to be fully launched to Nikita to Kalani, but I can see her taking on like Fallon Henley or taking on Jasmine Nix and stuff, just to kind of start, like you said, let's get some wins under her belt. Let's get the crowd back behind her. So when it's like, okay, who's these champions' next opponents, we can go like, okay, there's the reason why the Keita Lyons is going to be in this title match. And so I think that's why it was, like, to your point, it was necessary for her to pick up this victory. I don't think it hurt Lola Vice in any type of way, and it helps build this Jada Parker Lola Vice rivalry. And I just really hope that we get it at Halloween Havoc. Like, I really feel like for the both of them, they deserve to have this at this PLE go down, because I promise you, if Chase and Ridge get on here on Halloween Havoc and Jada Parker and Lola Vice don't, I'm talking mad shit. Bro.
You know what? I hope that match, when they finally get it, I hope we don't get a winner. I hope they just beat the hell out of each other so much that neither woman can compete. And that's how we get to our mutual respect, stuff like that. But shout out to Nikita Lyons with the Vader Bomb. I appreciate that so much. More of that, Nikita. More than Vader Bombs.
Mm-hmm. I think to your point, I like her with the ground game. Like, no, stop trying to put them kicks in the air. Like, let's stop.
I know you can do it. We see the training videos, but that's a bag, and you don't have to stop your force and power when you're kicking a bag. But when you can't, this is theater. You got to stop your momentum, and if you can't do that on a dime, especially with two bad knees, nah, we can't be doing that.
And we got to remember that mat is a mat. That's not solid like when you kick in the bag. Like, you on solid ground when you're doing that. This is. You doing that, your weight can just the minimum of your weight shifting like this can mess up your whole stuff, like we've seen with you. So I'm glad she did that. I'm glad she didn't hit the split anymore. Like, I like the Vader Bomb. I like that too. I'm just like, yo, use this, keep using it, keep elevating your bag. So I want to see it happen, but I really, like Eric Isaac says, I want to see Jada and Lola at Halloween Havoc. I want a stipulation. I'm down with the street fight as well. I want to see Jada Parker walk out with the cart, with all the weapons. I want to see
Bad Bunny style.
Yeah.
You know what? Thinking about him, I'll be damned if Lola don't get her lick back. I don't know when you gonna do it, but you got 6 months for her to get her lick back on Nikita.
This is true. But again, too, I don't think it hurt her for that.
It didn't hurt because
not at all.
Nikita had help, but I mean, I think for their, like, I know how close they are. Like, I think Lola picked up a win on Jakara maybe a few weeks ago. I think as friends, they just, they probably have a little friendly rivalry going on. But I let her get her lick back.
Yeah. Now, for this Jada and Lola Vice, before we get up out of here, how long do you want long rivalry, or do you want it to be, hey, we're at Halloween Havoc, let them fight it out, and then we move forward?
I want to move forward right after Halloween Havoc. I don't want the Andrade Carmelo thing. I think we get too far away from championships and like moving ahead in the women's division if we do that for too long. I really think they should just have such a gruesome match. I hope there should be blood, and I think they should really just beat each other up so much that they can't compete for a few weeks, but then that mutual respect is there. I'm thinking like they beat each other up so bad that they're both on the trainer's table after the match and they look at each other like, okay, I respect you now.
Respect. Yeah, respect. The hand come out, respect. I can see that. I can definitely see that. I know one thing. I got to see one of them. What it was. I need to see another Hypnotic through that NXT wall.
I need Lola to steal the Hypnotic and do it on Jada, and Jada to do the backhand fist to Lola.
Yes.
We need to have so much disrespect that we still in finishers and signature moves out here. Matter of fact, I need Lola to do Jada's little mid-rope joint and yes, we need that level of disrespect till we get to the respect.
And I need Jada to go, I'm a Latina.
Yes.
I need that.
We need that.
All of that.
We need all the subtle disrespect until we get to a mutual understanding.
Yeah, this is a perfect time for you to, and then too, I think with these two are the perfect example and catalyst for you to start breaking up your division for the women. Mm-hmm. And the thing of titles and to the two titles, and then what happens between the two titles when those are not happening, and then how that elevates them. Because I think right after that, like you said, it is time for the both of y'all to go for gold. Like y'all do need to, like we need another match for some kind of title between the two, like the two of them. Like they've only had it once, then it didn't happen no more. It's like, nah, man, you got Kaylani right there.
You got two fan favorites right here that the crowd's both behind both of them. This like I agree. This is perfect for Halloween Havoc for all those little one-upsmanship moments in that match. Mm-hmm. So you got to pay it forward.
Yeah.
Don't put no goddamn Fraxium on my Halloween Havoc.
Well, you know that guy. You know that got to happen because that's the only titles then that wouldn't be defended at Halloween Havoc, and we got to have that with the stipulation.
Against who?
At first, but they now going to SmackDown. I was gonna say Motor City Machine Guns, but
they're going to SmackDown. Unless I don't want to see the Good Brothers versus them again. I don't want to see Gallus unless you're gonna do that MSK match, but then you only have like a week or so to give them that title match that they earned previously. But it's like nobody's gonna really care unless you really build it up.
Yeah, you're right. I don't see. There ain't no tag because then OTM not up enough for that, and we don't have enough time to get them ready. Unless you have a number one contendership for the tag team titles. That's the only thing I could see. No, Street Profits versus Fraxium at Halloween Havoc because we never got that. We never got that one.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I can see that happening. But if not, I will say it's one of those. This is no disrespect to Fraxium. I'm not gonna be disappointed if y'all don't have a match. I'm not gonna be like, y'all don't have him up here. Like, I'm not.
Where's Fraxium? Why are they? No. Hey, enjoy the night off.
I don't think. Yeah,
enjoy the night off, Fraxium. You earned it.
I don't think nobody's going to be sitting there in that arena like that. You're not going to see no sign. We want Fraxium. You're not going to catch that, man.
You're going to see some Chase U signs up in there. You ain't going to see no Fraxium signs.
I don't think you're going to see that. But for next week, we have Jada Parker taking on Tatum Paxley. We have Julia and Stephanie McCool taking on Fatal Influence. We don't know which two that they're going to take on, but we have that tag team match. And then we also have Obafemi taking on one of the members of the family. I can't remember his name at this time.
Sorry. Luca Cristofino.
Luca Cristofino.
The attorney.
The attorney. Let me not ask that because I know which match you're looking forward to. And then we have Damage Control taking on Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. So I did want to get your opinion before we got out of here on those two and how their maneuvers are going as far as attacking the women's tag team division.
Beautiful. And I feel like I've been asking for this for so long, that these titles legitimately travel to all three brands. And I'll be the first to admit, I thought that Bianca was too big to come back to NXT, but that just shows what era we're in with like TKO going forward, NXT on the CW. That's like, no, all these stars can make any brand what it is. So I'm excited for that. I love that Jakara and Lash are being featured as a focal point tag team. We see them on SmackDown for the title. We've seen them show up on Raw, NXT. That's how it should be. Like these, I think about when Indy and Candice are both NXT. You should have these teams saying like, no, I want those belts. I don't care who you are. I don't care who got them. So I hope we get more tag teams from NXT, get those shots, because you got to have a deep division. Like, I don't know how many teams I can count on one hand. We got Casey and Kaden.
We have a few now. We got a few now. We got that. And then I think I believe Boza said it, that he was wanting to see a fatal 4 tag team match at Crown Jewel. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Damage Control, Lash Legend, and Jakara Jackson, and then Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, and all of them for the titles.
I would love that.
I would love that.
Because eventually, if these belts somehow come to NXT, even for a month, you're giving them more shine.
Yeah.
And then it's just going to rotate, because now you're NXT stars that eventually you want to call up. Now when they go to Raw, SmackDown, it's like, oh, we know who you guys are.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And I think this is the highest we've seen. Like something we had talked about a while ago about these tag team titles, and something that Honey had put out of let them cook with this. I think this is the first time now where we're seeing like, oh, I'm finally just seeing a legitimate women's tag team division. Mm-hmm. It took time for it to get built up, but I'm feeling like, we're reaching that peak here. And I think I hope they stay on top of it like they've been doing, like having Jade and Bianca go and battle with all of these cats and stuff and continue to have these matches going, because that head's starting to be the highlight. I still just don't see who's going to take them down, though. That's my only thing. Like, who's going to beat these two?
Yeah, and I think the more we have tag teams challenged, and you'll find that one tag team that gets the one-upsmanship, the same way we saw with the Unholy Union. It's like they're still there. So, I mean, you can still have great storylines and matches, but we got to make sure that the division as a whole is seen, that people actually want these titles. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's not for the gold. It's just like, hey, we want to beat Bianca and Jade. They're on top of the world. We just want to beat them.
Yeah, that's what it's like it's towards. Yeah, that's what it looks like it's heading towards. So, like we're gonna say, we're gonna see. But as we've always continued to say, man, WWT as well, WWE and NXT is on complete fire right now, continuing to give us a incredible product. And so this was just another great watch along. And I do appreciate the mayor hopping in, especially at the time that he hopped in.
Oh yeah, I was on that freeway rushing home. Like, is it Lola time yet? Let me hurry up.
I made like clockwork. It had just started. I seen the boop. I'm like, yo, what? No intro, no nothing. I'm here. Match started. Let's see this. Oh man! But before we get out of here, Mayor, can you let them know where to follow and support you before we close up?
You can find me on Twitter at says CEDD_SAYS, like it's on the screen. On the gram at said is the answer. I should probably make both of those socials the same, but forgive me. You can find me on here Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays for WWT Live. I also write for this platform. I'm going to have some more content coming soon in the writing department, compiling everybody's rankings for these PLEs. Also, CedricDWelton.com for any of my journalism stuff, news, sports, combat sports stuff, all there. Also, maybe there's Monday Night Mirror next week. Maybe. It's a 2-hour show. I think I can handle that, but we'll see. Because Monday Night Mirror because Monday Night Raw has to complete with Monday Night Football. So, don't make me choose, but we'll see.
I mean, I get it. I get it. That's a difficult choice right there, my guy. Between Monday Night Football and Monday Night Raw. But yeah, y'all can find me at Will Pharaoh, PHARAOH, on my socials as well as on YouTube and Twitch. You can also check me out here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on WWT Live. And then, of course, here on Tuesday for Tuesday Night Pharaoh, NXT Watch Along, and post show. And then make sure you're also following my show Straight Out of a Comic Book, all of their socials and their YouTube and Twitch. And then on Twitter, it is SOACB. We will be coming back with new episodes. Just kind of had to take a break because well, I do everything on there. So, and the holidays are coming up. Got a lot of stuff to do. So, but we will be back and whatnot. So I appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. Thank you for everybody that joined in here. Eric Isaac, King Mike Hall, what up to you, man? Glad you could jump in. Ronell, our producer Dylan, thank you for that intro. I love it. Glad you can jump in here with us. Tribal Polo, Thriz for Prez, Dirty Dominic Mysterio was in here tonight as well. King Slater 88, Lamar Hill, Ari Barbalot, thank you for joining us for the first time as well. I just want to make sure I got everybody and I'm not missing nobody, but if I did, I do apologize. It's just can't see. Glasses don't do what they always are supposed to do for me. Anton Phillips, Christopher LaFair, thank y'all for joining in, as well as JBC. I appreciate all of y'all tuning in. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the WWT channel, because like we said, there is content that comes out almost 5 days a week. If it's not a live stream, it is some dope interviews with some of these phenomenal women wrestlers here. I believe an interview with Thunder Rosa was just had. That's on the YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. And then also support our sponsors, All Caribbean Wrestling, on their YouTube channel as well as their socials. They are beginning their next event, Fight for Paradise, October 19th. So again, that's 4 days away. If you got a little time, head on down to the Caribbean, go check out some great wrestling, a lot of titles on the line, and we got some WWE legends that's going to be there as well. We appreciate each and every single one of y'all checking out WWT, the #1 station in women's wrestling. Yep, still blanked out again.
That covers it.
Yeah, y'all know what it is.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1